How the fuck is that bigger than...
Are you comparing
No.
sizes?
No. There's a pistol that's bigger than the 500 Magnum.
Really?
Yeah. But it doesn't...
Hey guys, it's us.
Oh shit,
Today.
we're starting?
Back here with another Dumpster Fire podcast. It's been a while. You know, the last video that you saw on the channel, don't mind that. Don't look at it. But I like how Kaedyn just flipped me off. So back here today, we got myself.
Yo.
That's Timmy. And we got,
I want to fucking die.
that's Austin.
Howdy, I'm Kaedyn. I'm not letting Noah introduce me.
Cunt.
Fuck you,
So-
too.
Yeah, that was kind of mean.
Yeah. I woke up...
You come on my land.
You pee on my pal.
The fuck?
But so...
Yeah, it's kind of random to them.
Yeah, that's an inside joke of between basically just Timmy and I.
You come on my land.
Yeah, we
Shit,
don't
I
need
don't
to
have
repeat
to
it.
wait. No, I forgot that I shaved, so I went like this to get rid of like the drink from mustache. I completely forgot I shaved.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking idiot.
Austin used to have like a pedophile mustache, but he shaved it.
I was growing.
Now he looks like a 12-year-old.
I can't.
Something that Nemo won't do.
My facial hair won't grow anymore if it's not all even.
Really?
Yeah. So like whatever I had, it stopped.
I just let my stash grow.
I usually just say whatever the
Shave
fuck.
the neck, shave the sides every once in a while.
I'll usually shave the sides, but I can't. I don't have a fucking measuring tool to do that. Because if I do this, it's gonna go halfway.
I just go corner of the ear, like there, on each side.
I fucking cut myself. You can see it here.
I can. I cut myself my first time. That was the last time I cut myself.
I actually did cut myself once, right there.
I mean, besides that.
I mean, well, that was accidentally.
So what's our first topic for tonight,
Oh
lads?
shit! Yeah.
First topic for today. Well, we don't really want to start off with something heavy, like with the Jesse Smollett thing. That's for later.
That's if we get into the mood, the swing of this, the momentum.
Yeah,
We probably will.
most
Yeah.
likely.
We can go pretty off topic pretty quickly.
What, with
Oh,
just
yeah.
tangents and that shit.
Exactly, that's
And
all
we have-
that happens here.
Any upcoming movies, maybe? I mean, like
Endgame looks good.
Endgame looks fucking amazing.
Very.
I'm not into movies. I'm that guy.
What do you watch then?
YouTube.
Yeah, just YouTube, really.
Just YouTube?
I don't watch fucking
Okay, well,
movies.
Kane's gonna
I
be
don't-
the outcast for sure.
He's
Yeah, I'm
he's
gonna
a
be- I'm gonna be-
kissanime.ru.
Oh, shut
viewer.
up, Timmy.
No, but
Hey, so am I.
no, but the
Two
whole
fucking weeaboos. Please.
the first trailer for Endgame showed Iron Man on the ship, I believe, that the Guardians of the Galaxy were
Yeah.
on.
Yep.
But it's run out of power and all this other shit, and that oxygen will run out the next morning. Yet in the newest trailer that was released, he's back on Earth wearing the new Avengers suit. 'Cause
Yeah, he went
it
back.
It took them, let's see, Avengers, and then Age of Ultron, Infinity War, now 4 fucking movies to get a proper Avengers suit, which is just white with red with the Avengers logo on it.
Yeah.
And apparently Iron Man's supposed to have a vibranium suit too.
Oh,
Yeah.
vibranium.
Yeah, and the style of the suit is supposed to be like in the comics, old school comics.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, well, it's gonna be styled like that. It's not actually gonna look like it.
Oh.
I am more interested for John Wick 3 coming out this
Yeah.
year.
It's called Pedarian or something.
I don't fucking know, but it looks dope.
Yeah. He goes to a desert in a fucking suit.
Tommy Wiseau. I follow Tommy Wiseau on Instagram. So I'm looking on his Instagram. Oh, he posted something on Instagram this morning.
Oh yeah.
It was a link to a video, and it was a video done by him of an edit where it's him and Greg and all them in Infinity War, and it was amazing. I mean, like
Honestly, sounds amazing.
it was really funny.
I'll have to check his Twitter for that later.
I mean, like Tommy's voice clips and actions were taken out of the room, but Greg actually did proper video stuff for it
That's cool.
and proper voices for it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't done by Tommy himself. It was done by the same people who made Songify the Room.
Oh.
Mm.
They remixed it.
And
That's what you mean.
kind of. But now Greg, the guy who plays, what's his name? In the room, Tommy's best friend.
Mark.
Mark, yeah, Mark. How can you forget
Come
Mark?
on, man.
The guy who plays Mark, he now works with the guys. Those guys. Forget their name. But yeah.
Did you guys see the one where Deadpool actually screws with the second Endgame trailer?
Mm-hmm.
Yes!
I haven't.
And he's just questioning what the hell's going on half the time.
I actually I haven't even seen the Endgame trailer. I'm that just much like not caring about movies and all that.
I don't know.
It's rounding out the rest of the Avengers that didn't make it. So Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Pretty much just
That's
Ant-Man.
about it, yeah.
Yeah.
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man, War Machine, some of those. The other thing.
War Machine did not count because he was in the first one.
But the one that was really weird to me in Endgame, so you know how in Infinity War how Black Widow is blonde, which was weird as fuck.
She went blonde, yeah.
She's blonde halfway through Endgame, and then she goes back to being a redhead.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's not like it's like because her eyebrows were also blonde.
I also noticed that.
Yeah, and then in the second trailer, her eyebrows are red or whatever fucking color it is.
Yeah.
It was so fucking weird. I was like, how the fuck? And Mom was like, hair dye. It's like, what kind of fucking superhero has time to put hair dye on when half the universe has been wiped out?
Well, I mean,
no one else is using hair dye.
Yeah.
Exactly. More hair dye to go around.
Yeah.
More for me.
I remember seeing one video on Dorkly's channel. A lot of people say like, "Oh, Thanos' plan could have worked. It was an alright idea," except it isn't. There's a video on Dorkly. It was really funny. It showed how it would just absolutely destroy the economy. I liked it.
It's the movie's so anticlimactic. What happens if Thanos just snaps twice?
Yeah.
Then a quarter of
Everyone
the population,
dies.
Then a quarter of the population.
Really?
So
Because it's half the half, yeah.
Population, half the half.
It just keeps getting
You
lower.
get down to like one person eventually.
Yeah.
And then half that person.
But
How would that work?
what if the number is odd?
That's true.
What if it was an odd amount?
But then maybe a cripple would go.
Wow.
Or
A
maybe
vegetable.
Maybe a small child.
What about fetuses? Did they count as people then?
Nah.
No, okay, we're not getting
This
into
is
no,
going to
fuck
like
that.
abortion stuff right now.
debate
Yeah.
Apparently,
of
though-
fetus people.
Yeah.
The answer is no.
I know one character that won't be coming back for Endgame.
Not yet.
Falcon. Because Falcon died in...
Falcon died,
He's
yeah.
not coming back.
Of course he died.
Well, no, because they're going to find some way to bring back everybody.
Yeah, the time stone.
No, Time Stone was destroyed.
Was it?
When he snapped, the gauntlet was, melted to his hand. And then when he teleported, the gauntlet was
Yeah,
gone.
that was his last move before.
Yeah.
Or they're just gonna keep it that way.
I don't know, because
most
they
likely
have so
gonna
many
keep
other...
it that
No,
way.
because Spider-Man Far From Home is supposed to take place after the events of Endgame.
Yeah, but that could just be to throw us all off.
I don't know, but...
It would not
That
be
sounds like a
but the
really
only
far.
character-
It would not be the first time Marvel
but-
thinks something like that.
But the
When they
one
pull a
thing that
Disney
they did...
move on you,
No, but
Marvel is Disney.
the one thing that they did point
Yeah.
off is that
but like a major and
they'll be able to bring back
Cliche.
a lot of people, but they can't bring back everybody. So Falcon's one person who won't be able to come back.
Good, I didn't like Falcon anyways.
But they're bringing back I think the rest of the people. That's as far
Who
as I
was the person who was like in the Black Panthers? The bald one.
know. The bald chick?
Yeah.
Yeah, her.
She didn't die.
She didn't die. She watched.
She didn't die. Yeah, no, she was one last
Yeah.
few.
What's his name? Black Panther's going, this is not a place to die.
And then he just
And
fucking
he just
does.
And then he just dies.
The most emotional one was Spider-Man's though.
Nah, I laughed.
Nah.
Actually,
yeah,
no.
it
Everybody,
was such a meme.
everybody in the theater actually just went down. So did everybody
I
else.
think the one that got most people is Groot.
Yeah, that was a sad one.
Everyone likes
Am I gonna be
Groot,
the odd
like-
person who says that the one thing that got me is when Thanos stabbed Iron Man? I thought he was gonna die there.
I did because he's your
I
favorite
was mad when
hero.
they killed off Gamora. Like,
Yeah.
she's fucking dead.
Yeah, and then
I loved
No.
how much of a minor character Mantis was.
Mhm.
Yeah, man. But Gamora was great.
Yeah.
Gamora was fine.
The other thing was
Might have been they killed off Chris Pratt.
if fucking Star-Lord didn't hit Thanos, they would have actually gotten the gauntlet off.
Yeah, but I mean, really, they fucking killed his.
I know.
He should have just solved it with
Girlfriend,
dance
yeah.
off again.
Yeah.
Oh, he just absolutely dance off.
He was too
Again.
pissed for that. I liked how his,
Distracting you big dumb idiot.
I loved how his math worked though. It's like, well, I'm 50% human, so that's 100% you or your problem or some shit.
I think
stupidity.
the second Guardians of the Galaxy kind of foreshadowed what Thanos was doing
Yeah.
because now Quill just basically gave up his immortality because of that, and then imagine he didn't die and he's thinking, well, fuck, if I didn't kill my dad, I would still be here, wouldn't I? Shit, I kind of played myself.
Yeah.
But yeah, all in all.
I was still kind of disappointed how they didn't bring in the X-Men for Infinity War.
Well,
Even
it's
though
Sony.
that,
It's Fox.
yeah, even though that, even if they tried to, all the X-Men are killed off.
Because of the time thing that happened there. And Cyclops.
There was wasn't there it was 16,000 or 16
Wait, no,
million
didn't they
possible
they had
ways to
one,
get out of this.
They had one X-Men, didn't they? They had Quicksilver. Wait, he died.
He's not
He-
technically. He
in-
wasn't an X-Men in that movie.
In the Marvel Cinematic Universe, like the actual cinematic universe, he is not part of
The
X-Men.
X-Men.
Nah, he's just
It's
crazy
two different
Russian.
realities technically because Quicksilver is completely different in the X-Men.
I don't
reality.
call like the X-Men universe. I don't really like the one that's owned by Fox. I don't kind of classify that as.
It's
Marvel
in no,
anymore.
it's in a different reality.
I don't classify that as.
So that's why it doesn't work.
I want to see Deadpool with the Avengers. I want to see that so bad.
They actually-
he can't because
It wouldn't work.
They actually have the suit design for him as well. They like someone actually took the textures and applied that to his suit. It's fucking funny.
But it wouldn't
Endgame suit, but it's Deadpool's outfit,
Yeah.
so everyone's just wearing.
Actually, that's what the suits look like.
work. I would love a R-rated Avengers movie.
Imagine the
Didn't-
Avengers suits.
Didn't we all remember Captain America saying something about
Language.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in Endgame, the suits that they wear, they actually look like Deadpool suits just without gloves and without the mask bit. Like their design looks similar.
There's another Deadpool coming out.
There was
Is
Once
there
Upon a
another
Deadpool
one?
that already came out.
2 years. I'm pretty sure they're planning for a third one.
Yeah.
Because they're so popular.
I
Yeah.
love Ryan Reynolds' commitment to it.
Yeah, I'm like, if Ryan Reynolds in it, I'll watch it.
It took him like 6 months or something to get that amount of mass and shit to just play him.
Really?
And he's maintained it ever since. I mean, other than that, he was fucking skinny.
Impressive.
Yeah.
And he was a skinny dude.
Also, on the topic of Deadpool sequels, I didn't like Deadpool 2 as much as the first one.
But it was still really good.
I still haven't seen
I
it.
thought it was just good, not like really good. It was just good.
It was better than most movies that came out 2018.
Fair enough, yeah. But
What was a really bad movie in 2018?
A lot of them?
I know.
I was
a
about
lot
to say
of them.
Suicide Squad. That was
That
2016,
was
wasn't it?
2016.
It was all right. I liked it.
Oh god, it was trash.
I hated the Joker. in
It
that
was
one.
overhyped.
I
100%.
never-
Harley
I
Quinn was
never
meh.
watched
I
it.
did like Deadshot though.
Deadshot was
That
sick.
shot was cool.
Will Smith isn't coming back from the second one.
I hated how they portrayed fucking Croc.
Oh god, yeah.
He did not look like what I would expect him to be. He was
No.
so
What
fucking ugly.
movies came out last year? Like, I'm just trying to remember.
I was gonna say Captain Marvel, but Captain Marvel was actually pretty good and came out
I
this
came out
year.
this year.
Yeah, came out this year, yeah.
Captain Marvel's fucking good.
I'm just trying to think. What movies did come out last year?
I don't
Yeah, I
know,
can
last
look-
year
Not
did-
any memorable ones.
did
Oh,
Yeah.
and,
The new Pirates of the Caribbean came out, I think.
no, that was 2017.
Oh.
That one
No,
was
didn't it?
decent. It was decent.
Yeah, that one was pretty good. It wasn't
It's
that bad.
not. Yeah, honestly, there isn't really
Um,
Not a lot
much
of bad
memorable
I'll
ones.
look up. I'll look up.
Aquaman was shit.
I'll look up. Some
Oh yeah, Aquaman.
Aquaman was
Wait,
shit.
Aquaman became a thing?
Aquaman was, yeah.
Aquaman
Yeah.
was a movie and like bust and was like the biggest movie.
It was horrible.
Yeah.
His
It
poster,
sounds
his first
horrible.
poster
It
was
was.
horrendously
God, my
bad.
mom went and saw it with my sister just from Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm glad I didn't go with you guys. It's a shit movie. And like, no, it was actually really good. And I go, no, you just sat there and stared at Jason Momoa's abs the entire time.
Black Panther came out in 2018.
Eh,
It's not bad, but it's
No.
not incredibly good.
I never watched Black Panther.
It was decent.
I liked it.
I don't know why I'm saying I haven't watched all these when earlier I said I don't watch movies.
Yeah, I'm just trying.
Black Panther and
Noah,
what was the material that they kept
where
on
the
Wakanda?
fuck are you?
I don't remember.
We agreed not to be doing that.
Sorry, no, I'm just wondering, like, what the fuck does it mean? Oh.
The Incredibles 2 came out in 2018.
Also
didn't
never
watch
watched it.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
I didn't have to watch it.
I didn't care.
Bohemian Rhapsody came out. Yeah.
That actually
that
was
one
really
was
good.
fucking amazing. Oh my! Black KKK Klansman.
That was actually really good.
I saw clips of it. I fucking
Have
laughed.
you seen it?
No.
Oh, it's actually really good.
There was A Quiet Place, which I sort of
Very
watched.
good.
It's good. There's Mission Impossible Fallout.
Didn't watch it.
No, neither. There's Widows, Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Oh,
I
there's
watched-
a bad movie.
What?
There's
Apparently, Ant-Man and the Wasp was really bad.
I watched half of it. It was alright.
there's Deadpool 2.
I haven't seen it, so I
It
can't.
was
I
good.
can't say. But
The Bumblebee movie.
Never got around to watching it.
The Halloween.
I heard Bumblebee was actually a good
Halloween,
movie.
I think I heard was pretty
The
good.
Meg
It was
came out
really
last
good.
year as well.
Was it last year?
Yeah, The
It was
Meg.
early last year.
It was a fucking good movie.
I didn't get to
Ready
watch
Player
Really, I
One
heard-
came out last year.
I actually
I heard
haven't
the Meg was
seen
mediocre.
fucking
Solo.
Halloween. How was
it.
it?
It was good. It was actually really good. I really enjoyed it.
How did
Creed
they
2.
play Lori?
What?
How did they play Lori?
Good. Good. It was good. They
Oh,
played
So they fucked up the story so much, though. I can't tell what's good anymore.
I think
in
my
that
No,
story.
I mean, this is a direct sequel to
This was the
the
first.
second one.
No,
Yeah, it is.
Halloween was the sequel to the first movie.
No, it's sequel to the second one.
Because
because
in the second was when they explained that she's Michael's sister.
Yeah.
And then they're like, no, that's just the thing they said. So that had to be the first night.
No. It goes. Right now, the only ones that are canon is the first one, the second one, and the new one.
Third wasn't really connected to it.
Is this
Halloween movies?
Oh, yeah.
The rest of them don't exist anymore in the eyes of the production company.
My favorite movie.
I mean, I feel they would keep third around for a specific reason.
Yeah.
Because
it's not canon anymore.
No. But my three
Third
favorite
had nothing
movies
to do
from
with
2018
Michael.
would, like, it's Infinity War, and then it was, I believe, Warriors.
Saw.
Jigsaw, yeah. I didn't see it.
I've heard a lot of good things about it though.
I haven't seen anything involving
I
the
heard
Saw
it
movies.
wasn't like it. Really?
A good movie that came out in 2018 was Creed 2. That was actually
I
pretty good.
never watched the first one.
It's the
How
last.
was it?
It's the last time that Sylvester Stallone's gonna play Rocky.
It's about
Really?
time.
Yeah, he's not playing him anymore.
Yeah, it's about time.
Well, he's been doing it for like the last 30 years.
Yeah.
Almost 40 years.
But he did The Expendables.
Yeah,
The
The
Expendables was
Expendables.
fucking good.
Yeah.
That
First
was
one
when he-
good.
Nothing beats a classic. Fucking love that.
Was Last Jedi last year or 2017?
What?
That was 20.
That was Expendables 3.
Last Jedi.
Last Jedi.
2017.
That was
right?
2017.
It was like
Late 7
December,
2017.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
December. So it's
Christmas.
close enough, but it doesn't pass
That
on the
movie
bar.
fucking sucked.
Even
Did
the
it?
dude who played Luke Skywalker said it was bad.
Yeah, Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
God, it was so bad.
Yeah. It was worse than Rogue One.
Rogue One was
Rogue One was alright.
I didn't like
best
Rogue
of
One.
the new three.
I didn't like Rogue One.
It was way better than Force
It's a
Awakens.
fucking prequel to 4. Which isn't bad because it explained how she got the other thing, but the whole way that it worked I didn't
I
like
quite
it.
liked it.
I was fine with it.
I didn't like the way that Vader looked because he looked completely different than he did in the 4th movie.
Way better than Force Awakens, and way better than Last Jedi.
But that's a very little bar. Remember that.
it's a very low bar, but they fucking demolished that bar.
Yeah, they pretty much.
It
did.
honestly, and it's not hard to
There's
break
not
that
even really
bar.
a bar anymore.
No,
Yeah,
it
it's
was-
literally bottom of the barrel. Like there's no bottom to that barrel. You're going like a couple feet under. Ralph Breaks the Internet came out last year as well.
I
Oh,
didn't bother
jeez.
watching that.
I had never seen
The
any
first
of that.
one was good.
I never
First one was
watched
alright.
it. Never watched the first one.
Oh,
I just
Jurassic
heard it's
Park
alright.
Fallen Kingdom.
Which movie
Or Jurassic
have
World.
you seen?
Jurassic World.
That wasn't bad.
The only good thing
It
about
was
the
short though. It was
the only-
pretty short.
The only good thing about Jurassic World is Chris Pratt.
Wait, hold on. Okay, so the movie was
Fucking
2
treating
hours
the
and
Rapture like
10
a
minutes
baby.
long, yet it felt like it was 45 minutes because it was like most of it was just this slow build up to like something, and then like you had the island being destroyed, and then the rest of it was just calm shit. It never felt like how Jurassic World actually felt.
Really?
Or it was
The
like a slow
original
build-up?
trilogy.
Well, no, because like how I remember Jurassic Park and Jurassic World building up is like it was like, oh, look at this park, look how fucking amazing these dinosaurs are behind this little pen of whatever the fucking wire it's made out of, and then this
it broke.
yeah, and then one of them breaks out, and then the rest of the movie is action. This one, there was like 45 minutes of action, and then the rest of the movie is just like romance or something else.
Yeah,
or
the
some
first-
shit.
The first Jurassic World, they've done a pretty good job in order to
Fallen
execute
Kingdom was
what they were
pretty
doing.
bad though.
Yeah, feel free to hate me, but I haven't seen any of the Jurassic Park movies aside from World, so
I don't care.
Let's
I know.
really just watch the first one.
yeah.
Welcome.
Let's
to
go
Jurassic
to a.
World.
Let's go to
That
more
was
recent.
probably annoying on the mic.
It probably was, but I don't give a shit.
Let's go to more recent ones that are coming out or are already out. One of them of 2019. There's Captain Marvel, which is not bad. There's Avengers Endgame, which is 3 hours and 2 minutes long.
Holy
Holy
shit.
crap.
Yeah, they went through 16 editing sessions, and it's still 3 hours. You know why? Because everybody who did like the pre view, because
It
there's
has to
a
be that
certain-
long.
yeah, they were like they do not want to leave their seats, even if they have to piss themselves in their seats. They say they will not leave. And
They
they will all
gotta
stop
have
from the
it. They
beginning. Yep.
have to have an intermission.
There was Dumbo, Aladdin, the second Lego
The
movie,
Disney movies. No.
Toy Story 4 is supposed to come out. Fucking know about it.
Toy Story 4 is probably like the only movie I may check out, just because I'm interested in how they mess it up.
Oh, and Star Wars IX that's not out yet, but there's another Star Wars movie coming out.
9, yeah.
'Cause,
Yeah.
like, I'm kind of mad that they're making a Toy Story 4. Toy Story 3 had such a good ending, despite what you think about the rest of the film. The ending was really well done, and I felt there's no need to continue.
The lesson was taught.
Yeah.
There's no need to like continue it on. And they're like, hey, let's beat this horse. Let's beat this horse again, like we do with all of our stuff. And
They're gonna milk it for all they
yeah,
can.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're gonna milk it for all it's worth. Hey, Toy Story ended, but now we're unending it. So,
Wait, there's more. Last second.
It Chapter
Exactly.
2 comes out this year as well. I don't fucking know when, but it comes out this year. There's Shazam,
Oh, good. Oh, good.
the new John Wick movie, Detective Pikachu.
You've never heard much of Shazam.
speaking of Detective Pikachu, that just kind of reminds me of the Disney live-action remakes.
Oh, God.
Opinions on all of those?
Oh fuck, Dumbo didn't look that bad, but oh my god, fucking
Aladdin.
Aladdin
Will
is
Smith
a living
Aladdin.
meme.
I don't know.
The Hellboy reboots
You're
actually.
basically just pissing on Robin Williams' grave.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, with all those live-action remakes, they're pissing on everything's grave, on the people and the friggin' original movies.
Yeah, the source material and that shit.
The Hellboy movie actually looks pretty good.
It's not with Ron Perlman.
I know, but the way that they portray the new version of the character is actually not bad.
I just like Ron Perlman.
Yeah.
There's the new Godzilla movie that's coming out. There's fucking
Again, they're gonna milk that so hard.
I mean, the 2016 one wasn't that. 2014 wasn't that bad.
There's Men in
It was
Black
bad.
International, which is supposed to have Liam Neeson in it, but there was a confirmation saying that he might not be in it anymore, which means that they would have to completely redo the movie because of the factor of some racist thing between Liam Neeson and someone else. But the person who was apparently offended said no, this didn't happen. But everybody who's black wanted him still. I think it's black people who still wanted him removed from the movie. But they're still going on with it. But I think Liam Neeson's going to stay in it. There was the live-action Lion King movie.
Oh, God.
There's the Joker movie, which
Admit.
is weird. Like, here's that fucking image of Joker. He looks more like a fucking clown than anything.
Oh
What?
my
Let's see it.
god.
I would have preferred a Heath Ledger style one than that shit.
Yeah, I'd prefer edgy Heath Ledger than
Yeah. There's the
Then-
Fast and Furious Hobbs and Shaw movie coming out, which is
I
fucking
thought
hilarious.
they were ending it at 8.
No, it's a separate thing. So like it's Shaw and Hobbs. The people who hate each other the most
Yeah.
are gonna go ahead and
Yeah.
stop something, and it's funny.
When did the next Pacific Rim come out?
Oh, Uprising. Let me look that
Pacific
up.
Rim Uprising. The second.
Wasn't the second Pacific Rim just not nearly as good as the first
It
one?
wasn't-
It was not.
The first one was bad in itself.
I did like
I
how
heard the
Jib.
first one was at least alright.
The only good part about it was the fucking them fighting.
Yeah.
The rest of the movie
the
was
story was
horrible.
And I heard the
confusing.
second one really messed up the fighting because they didn't make it feel like big giant fighting robots. Now they're just
All
they
right.
move just like people. So
That's stupid.
I don't know.
The whole gimmick
So they
was the
fucked it
big
up.
clunky thing.
So
Exactly.
they fucked it up like the Donkey Kong TV
Yeah,
show.
Pacific Rim Uprising came out
what?
in 2018.
Donkey Kong had his own TV show
Oh,
back in the early 2000s.
3D animated and it was bad.
And
Yeah.
there are dance and music scenes, and people actually had to dress up in motion sensors to actually capture DK's movement during a dance.
Oh yeah. There's some really also creepy songs in there. With really creepy lines like I'd shower you with coconut cream pie.
Mhm.
Fuck.
Exactly.
It's all supposed to be a joke around monkeys and
Still.
Donkey Kong, right?
But
It's basically a giant love story between this one monkey you will never see for the rest of your life and DK.
Yeah.
Actually, Candy was never mentioned after that, I believe.
That show's just weird. Check it out if you want. It's weird.
but Pacific Rim Uprising, I saw it. It's bad, but the fight scenes weren't that bad.
Please tell me they brought back Alpha Cherno.
I don't think so.
Fuck.
Um,
Alpha Cherno is still
my favorite one was
Jaeger or
no, well, Jaegers. There was Gypsy, but Gypsy was completely 21st century
Gypsy
modified.
fucked it.
Yeah, Gypsy made it so fucking weird. The
They
whole
had
plasma
Strider,
cannon, there was the whole.
Or did Strider die in the first one?
Huh?
No, Strider. No, Cherno and Typhoon were the
Yeah,
only ones that died.
Alpha went down as well.
But that was before. That was basically the prologue, wasn't it? That was
The
all-
original Gypsy went down.
Yeah.
And then they rebuilt the same Gypsy using the same model and everything, and then that was used at the end of the movie to destroy the monster riffs.
So Strider was basically the only one that made it, I think. The second last one, the one that went underwater with them.
Yes.
The
Yeah,
one
they
that
made
was
it out.
piloted by Idris Elba.
Yeah.
But in that one,
He died.
in the second movie, what's his name? November Ajax is the newest one, but he's completely different. This one's I don't remember how tall it was. I think it's November Ajax.
Oh, nice.
It should be Ajax.
November Ajax.
Yeah, November
There it is.
Ajax is a peacekeeping one, I believe, because when you first see it, because after the events of the first movie, all of the kaiju were left there to basically do whatever as they were trying to mount it off, and all the Jaegers that were destroyed were trying to be recovered. So anybody who managed to have gotten in there were whatever, but basically the black market exploded because of the whole all this new technology and all this interesting shit.
He looks like a mix of a Mjolnir from Halo and fucking Pathfinder from
but
Apex.
this fucker
Look at
was
this.
he looks
Oh my God.
he looks like the standard height of a Jaeger would be, but he's taller than a Jaeger is, which is odd.
Yeah, he's taller actually. Fuck.
Yeah, he's taller than every Jaeger that exists, and the way they ended the movie was completely trash. It ends with
Spoilers
oh
here.
yeah, spoilers. Sorry about this.
It's a 2-year-old movie now.
Yeah. But what happens is that the second movie.
A year and a half.
When they end up having to go out, because what happens is, like, all the new kaiju didn't come from the Rift. They actually are human hybrids, technically. So they've also
Did
been...
the guy go through with his plan and fuck the kaiju?
I don't know.
In the first one, he was talking about reproducing them because in the first one, you know how he cut open the pregnant kaiju and the babe came out?
Yeah. No, it's not it's a human's cross species in a way, not as like it's been infused with human DNA, but it was what is it? It was created by humans, so it used kaiju blood and another animal's blood that allowed them where it's like it's this animal that can combine itself with another one to make itself bigger, even though it's a fantasy animal, so it doesn't exist.
Simulation.
Yeah, simulation basically. But so what happens? Like the ones that they're trying to beat, they all fucking form into this massive ass one, and then what's his face has as a plan is that they
basically.
Well, not plan, but they decide to try and push it out into outside the Earth, and it doesn't work as Gypsy takes too much damage, and their idea is to fucking set it off once it hits into the fucking mountain. Or no, it's the other way. Because they couldn't stop the kaiju, so it started running up the hill to a mountain, which can be used to reopen another rift, which can bring Category 5, which is the most dangerous one. But they had to create a Category 6 or 7 because of the new one that they eat.
Yeah, you only saw Type 5 like at the end of the first movie, basically when they were just watching Gypsy fall into a core.
Yeah. But
they're basically like the prophets.
Yeah.
They're just kind of sitting there.
But no, the one that they killed to get in there was Category 5, but that one was
Wasn't
risky.
it a Type 4?
There was 2 Type 4s, a Type 3, and a Type 5. The Type 5 was the last one that they attacked before they fucking rode it down into the alien areas. But their plan to stop the kaiju was to launch Gypsy into the air and have it fucking, like, skydive into...
They want them to nosedive the kaiju.
Yeah, they wanted to nosedive it and to eject. Because it was going to fucking nuclear explode. Yes, kamikaze the bitch.
Divine wind.
Yeah. And it was so fucking weird because the female pilot who was with them had never seen snow, so when they crash land after getting out of it, or after they eject out, so that way it blows up, they have a fucking snowball fight, and then the movie ends. I'm like, what? Yeah, they have a fucking
that's
snowball.
not what you do.
Yeah, no, they have a fucking snowball fight, and then they walk off.
Do we see that the kaiju is dead?
Apparently, because it blows up with half the mountain, I believe.
How do you know it's dead?
Psych.
Because of the fucking nuclear explosion. I don't know.
You thought.
I don't think it went exactly like that, but that's how I fucking remember it. Or envision it, because that probably makes the movie better.
To be honest, they basically just restylized the first movie and called it the second one.
The other movie that was a complete disappointment was the Justice League movie.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing is DC is a complete total fucking idiot for trying to get Ben Affleck to be their version of Marvel's Robert Downey Jr. Because what they want... Because, okay, Robert Downey Jr., basically, he's the godfather of Marvel because he got everybody to play who they were playing.
Yeah.
And they wanted Ben Affleck to do that.
Yeah.
He couldn't fucking do it. And then when he found out that they were trying to get him to do that, that's when he resigned from Batman. And so now DC's completely pissed, like, oh, why the fuck are you doing it now? It's like, are you serious? You were gonna use him just so you could get more money. Fuck you. I'm like, sure, you're a multinational company, but you only go so far when it comes to this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do hate all this shit surrounding like gender equality, or sexuality, and all this other shit with like because no, they're not just attacking
that's
people.
kind of went from DC to.
Well, no, it's still
I want to see where he's going with this.
it's still DC to Marvel, but it's like Joker. They're trying to make Joker gay.
What?
If they no, but here's the other problem. If they make Joker gay, you're removing the Harley Quinn character.
Exactly, because
Yeah, because it won't be known as Harley Quinn.
yeah.
No, they want to make Wonder Woman bisexual. They want Superman to be black. Yeah.
Hold on.
And they want Michael Jordan to play
Wait a
him.
minute.
Michael Jordan.
Yes.
plays Superman.
Yeah.
Come on and slam.
Fucking Henry Cavill wants to play Batman now, and he's already played
Who?
fucking dude who played Superman.
Oh,
They-
what?
he
He
wants-
can't play Batman?
Yeah, you can't do that. But here's the other thing: when you're rebooting a series now, because now they have to reboot the Justice League,
Yeah. Good fucking
you have to. You can't use any characters that were in the original one.
Yeah,
Guess what? The
scrap
person who's still playing Wonder Woman is going to be in that series now.
I'm fine
So when
with
they make another one, they're still going to have her play her.
that. I'm
Wonder
fine. I'm
Woman.
fine with Gal playing her.
Yeah, I'm fine with it, but it's just going to be weird because like she was in this reality and now she's in the next.
Yeah.
So there's no difference.
Well, she's been set as Wonder
Yeah.
Woman now.
Yeah, I said that. Yeah, so
It's too bad.
Joker's
DC had a
supposed to be
lot of
gay.
good characters.
Superman's supposed to be black.
I think it's ironic of me to say I liked more of the villains than the actual heroes.
No, okay, yeah, no. Like,
Scarecrow,
DC's
Joker.
villains are way better.
I like
Bane.
Scarecrow. He's my favorite villain.
Scarecrow's good.
Scarecrow.
But they wanted to make Wonder Woman bisexual. I know that.
I can see that.
And then now that because Disney owns Marvel and because Stan Lee's dead, they're more open to doing whatever they want. So first thing they're doing is they're gonna try and make Thor a female.
Excuse me?
Disney.
Yep. Once they are done with
Disney's whole
Endgame, and then when they finally reboot it, when they decide to, Thor is probably going to be female. And they're probably going to make Iron Man into an AI because they say that they can't find anybody who is as good as Robert Downey Jr.
They're gonna sin. They're gonna make.
They're going to synthesize
Iron Man a
him.
sin.
They're not going to make him a man anymore. They're just going to make him Iron Man, basically.
Then just get rid of Iron Man.
Exactly.
Might as well just put Vision's face over fucking Iron Man.
Just make him Vision. Like, really? Or just keep Robert Downey Jr. on.
Captain America, Chris Evans is
better
not done
keep-
playing him, though.
Really?
Yeah, he said that he's
After
never
this,
going to be
he's
done.
done.
He's not. No, he said that he's not done playing him yet.
Uh,
He will play him in Endgame, and then he will do.
couple more movies, and he's gone.
Yeah, he's gonna do a couple more movies with Captain America, and then he's gonna be gone with that. Robert Downey Jr. is done with it because he has done Endgame, and he's in Far From Home as well, apparently.
Oh, he's in so... He is the face of
He's
Marvel.
basically done by now.
There was a movie that I saw of
There's
him
so
in
many
where he
movies.
was younger, like he's 20s or something. And they matched, and he himself matched up that face with a certain face that he made in Infinity War, and it's like, man, how things change. It was really fucking hilarious.
So, Kaedyn, would you like to contribute more to this conversation?
I kind of really can.
Oh, he doesn't like movies.
Should we move to a conversation then when everyone can contribute to this then? Because otherwise, Kaedyn's just sitting there silent.
Well, Kaedyn and I last night went on for about 2 hours just talking about 2000s cartoons.
Oh yeah, and
not
then
just
you
that. Just
and then you
like
DM'd each
nostalgia in
other some
general.
very
Nostalgia.
questionable items.
Yes, we did.
Oh, the DMs, yeah. That was
Yeah.
really just Kaedyn sending me pictures.
Oh, what?
Oh wait, that was all Kaedyn? Oh, I thought
That
you were
was
sending
all
pictures
Kaedyn.
back.
That was all Kaedyn. I didn't send anything back.
What the fuck you send?
Don't worry about it if you don't
Yeah.
know.
We're not bringing it up.
No, I'm good.
No, we're not gonna bring up those.
But
DMs.
it all was an irony.
Sure.
In context,
fuck you,
definitely
no.
context there.
You sent a picture of. I'm not even getting into that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, don't be calling people out.
Nah.
I can call out what you can post.
I post a lot of shit.
Moving.
Yeah, stuff you should regret, Noah.
Like?
Let's not get into
What
this
was
now.
it?
No.
You were sharing Kyle's DM, wasn't it? Well, let me find it again.
Kyle's DM.
Sorry.
Oh yeah.
That's in the dinner. That's in the dinner
Should,
zone.
should we not talk about the Discord on
Yeah,
here? Because
Yeah,
other
let's
people
not.
wouldn't know.
Yeah, some people
Moving
just
out of movies or whatever is into like video game media and other shit.
That was a great segue, might I add.
Yeah.
Real slow segue.
Mario.
But is Anthem on the PlayStation 4 actually bricks?
Yeah, it's breaking consoles, and people are defending it.
It's like great, nice to know.
Sorry, Andrew, we don't read chat during this thing.
Personally, though, I think Anthem is like a really bad game. It's like kind of passionless looking, and
I don't see the appeal of it either.
exactly. I don't see appeal. I don't see appeal in looter shooters unless they're done like actually uniquely and kind of cool.
You want Anthem?
Yeah,
Mhm.
but yeah.
It's just a fucking
No, we said
redone
that. No,
Destiny.
we said that
Exactly.
Anthem.
It looks like a goddamn Max Steel bootleg.
No, Anthem on PlayStation is breaking the consoles.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is
On
it?
PlayStation
Yeah,
4, it's
yeah,
breaking
yeah.
every single console.
And they're offering refunds. Like, oh great, my console's
it's
bricked.
basically
Let me get this PlayStation Store refund.
No, guess what? No, it's
What am I
basically
gonna
like
do with that?
Exactly.
No, it's basically like Bethesda's bullshit. Like
oh god,
with 76 especially, like how shitty the bags were with those helmets, and then
it's insane.
yeah, like the bags were so shit that they decided
Plastic.
yeah,
They were,
and then they were like, oh, guess what? Pay $5 extra and you'll get a better bag. Fuck
Well, that
you.
just cover shipping.
Um,
But
There
I mean,
was
they
some
were
other shit.
promised as canvas,
Mhm.
and they were fucking plastic.
there was other ones like
How did
how
people
the
with
helmets.
the power suit, the power armor, how did that go out?
I don't know about the helmet.
The helmets weren't that bad, but the problem was that the first 50 people who got their helmets, the voice box didn't fucking work.
What?
Yeah, the voice
Oh.
box is supposed to modify it to make you sound like you're actually in a power
They're
suit or
breaking
something,
shit.
and they didn't fucking work. So they had to send them back and pay an extra like $75 to
Are they
replace.
like one size fit all?
Yes, because of the because
Way
it's not
better.
like a helmet that like adjusts to your size. It's one where it's like the interior,
Fucking
it's like
a
its own separate.
It's a
support
child's
system.
helmet.
No, kind of like how those welders' helmets work. Like you can adjust it on the inside and then do that shit.
Yeah, it's
It's
kind of
like
like
it's a full encased one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
But the back actually
It was
does.
like a
No, the
plastic
no,
up to your.
No, the back.
Plastic bag
No,
that
the
says-
back does open up though, like in how it did in Fallout 4. The backs open up a bit so that you can move it around a bit.
Yeah, I guess
That's the only way that you can adjust it.
It's kind of like the VR set, you know,
oh.
that little dial. In the
Yeah, that
back
little
to
dial.
help you.
There's I think it's between $70 and $200 of a vault suit leather jacket or whatever. So it's a leather jacket that's styled like the top
Honestly,
of the
I
vault suit.
feel this would be more on the customer's
Yeah.
problem because
No,
all
no,
you're doing now is wasting your money.
no, but no. Bethesda promised stuff. and
Exactly.
they weren't
Here's what
delivering.
they said about the jacket though. They said it would be premium leather and it's like you can get in all these different
I
sizes.
saw this on the
They
store.
they had 2 sizes, which they upped it down to like 3, so they're small, medium, large. And the fucking leather looked like that it was just taken off the fucking animal and dried.
Seriously, not even
Yeah.
like.
It wasn't even proper leather.
That's ugly.
It's like you're paying $200 for basically a fucking carpet, or like something
the
like.
wearable
the back
carpet.
Yeah.
side of the carpet,
I'd rather
actually.
buy a carpet and wear that.
No, you're just getting a skinned animal. That's about it.
Turn it down though.
Yeah.
Just a little.
What else is there? The whole. This is more of in the actual game, but apparently people have been managing to expose the quote unquote developers room. So like in Fallout 4, or all the Fallouts 3, New Vegas, and 4, how there's that developers room that you can get through a certain mod or console commands, where it has like every item in the game and all this other shit.
Mhm.
In 76, that still exists. But
Why?
they didn't want Bethesda, but they didn't want them to view it. And here's the thing, they can remove that from the game. Bethesda had the entire top qualities to remove it from the game, and they didn't. But now they updated the game where if you see it, you don't even have to get there yourself. If you see it, you are banned permanently. So someone else could have glitched you into there, and
And
you
you
didn't
get
even
banned.
and you didn't even want to. You get permanently banned, and Bethesda will not fix it for you. But
Seriously, they
yeah.
don't even like. If
Yeah.
you complain.
no, you can complain, but they won't fucking do jack shit.
That's so stupid. You
Yeah.
can get banned. You can just tell your friend, yeah, it's over there.
Mhm.
Just don't.
And now there's
do it that way.
like there's weapons that are overpowered that when you first get them, they're completely underpowered. But when someone else gets them first chance, it's like a luck based system. Like that's all it is now.
76 was a horrible idea from the start.
The whole idea is like, oh, all the
people have been
DLCs.
hyping so much for a multiplayer Fallout game.
Mhm.
Well, there's mods for that, like
Yeah.
New Vegas mods.
Yeah.
Here's the other thing: Bethesda shot down a Skyrim mod that was actually a multiplayer. It was called Skyrim Together. It was a mod that was gonna sync up your quests, sync up your players
Because
and everything,
Elvis
so you
goes
could use it.
online.
Isn't
Yeah.
there already a Skyrim mod that makes the multiplayer though? I've seen one recently. Yeah.
It was taken down.
Was it? Seriously?
Every single Skyrim mod or
That
any
makes
mod
it
for any game
multiplayer
except
is
for New
down.
Vegas is getting taken down. Like Skyrim Together,
Wait, any mod or any multiplayer mod?
any multiplayer mod
Okay.
except for New
They
Vegas
take
because
down
New
all
Vegas left
mods.
behind.
Okay, yeah,
I'm
you're out of
thinking,
here.
like, what the fuck?
No,
They're probably gonna do that. They're gonna move everything
Yeah.
to Creation Club.
yeah, but
For some
Mods
fucking
is
reason.
like the one thing that'll bear.
That's
to play
what
the game.
Bethesda games
no,
are for.
that's what the other thing that doesn't make sense. In 76, they're planning on adding the Creation Club, which is gonna add, which is going to add like weapons, armor, and other stuff. Here's the other thing though: they're not going to make separate servers where people who have that are able to play with each other. So you could run across somebody who has a fucking weapon that's 10 times more powerful than what you have, and you can't get it because you have to pay real fucking money to get it.
They're basically gonna do the workshop idea in
Yeah.
Steam, where you'll make something, and then they're gonna be like, okay, you can post it up for review, and we'll look at it 2 years later and say no because it
Fuck
doesn't
you,
work.
basically. But
And it'll be something so menial, just like a skin maybe.
I hated Bethesda beforehand, but now I hate them even more.
fucking shuts down Obsidian. Obsidian's still making good shit though.
Obsidian's amazing. I love Obsidian.
The other thing, EA did shut down BioWare. BioWare said when Anthem released, because EA trashed the game, because all like the E3 release and stuff, that was all BioWare. That was BioWare at their best, and then when the game actually released, that was EA's cut version of it because they thought that, oh no, well fuck it, who cares? And then BioWare said, no, you can't do that. So they said, no, you're not no longer allowed to take part in Anthem. Instantly fucking shuts them down.
Yeah. So I have something to say about Outer Worlds. Epic Game Store exclusive.
No.
Is it really?
It is an Epic Game Store
Don't.
exclusive.
Oh my god!
No,
I was actually looking
I'm
forward
still
to
buying
that.
it. I'm still
Yeah.
buying it. But I'm gonna.
I
Same
don't
thing with,
want
like,
to look
Metro
at the
Exodus and
installer.
That
Division.
just really sucks because it's not Steam, so no workshop. You'd have to use like Nexus or
The
something.
next mods are better. than
Nexus
Workshop.
mods are
Workshop.
better, but still, Steam Workshop is nice.
It is always nice to have.
And I've heard that the Epic Games store, it's really bad functionality, so...
It's very Fortnite oriented.
They got
Well, yeah, but like...
They
you're not
have to
getting- you're not getting
bandwagon
that,
one
so.
thing
Yeah.
to lead it all. So if that gets shut down, they're done.
Like,
I've heard
fully
actually...
exclusive or exclusive for a point and then moving on to.
I'm not
Fully
sure.
exclusive, I think.
I'm pretty sure fully exclusive.
That's fucking stupid.
Because it's basically the Steam problem
Yeah.
where it's you have to have
Well,
this app
the
in
same
order
thing
for
was
you
said
to open
for
this one
the
game.
Division and Metro Exodus. Yeah, it's available on every console except for Steam.
Because it downloads its files off of Epic
Yeah.
Games, which they
But
archive and all that.
no,
Again, it's going off of like what rate you can buy it for. And
I'll-
that shit.
I'll go to
Stupid behind the scenes stuff. They're alienating a large portion of their audience.
Mhm.
Like I'd say, probably 75% of people only buy games on PC off of Steam.
but
Because it's the biggest hub everyone
It's the
uses.
easiest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so simple. I mean, like good old games, they're really easy to use too. But I mean, like
The one, just download, you're done. Let's go.
yeah,
Origin, they're
but getting into
Yeah.
exclusives and shit
don't
like
Origin.
Metro Exodus, like the people who made it, and when like Steam came to them and said, "Well, are you gonna post on the game?" And then they said, "Well, think about it. Probably yes, because nobody else suffered." 2 days later, or a week later, whatever, everybody again was like, "Would you like put on the fucking?" So like, sure, why not? Didn't even give it a second thought. And then they told Steam, "Sorry, we can't do it because of some complications." And then they find out that it's going on to Epic Games.
Contracts.
Same thing with Second Division game, and with other exclusives. Guess how much the PlayStation Network or Sony was offering Rockstar to put Red Dead 2 as a 100% PlayStation exclusive?
How much?
Between 3.3 million or 2.8 billion. That's how much they were offering them to put it on only a PlayStation, so
Even
it wouldn't
then,
be available on Xbox.
Even then, Rockstar would lose
Yeah,
a lot.
they
of
specifically
money.
said no. Everybody gets to enjoy everything except for PC players.
Oh god, yeah, it still annoys me how you
The
can't play Red Dead on
PC Master Race thing, like,
I actually
not
thought
everyone
that the first game
has
was on
a
it.
fat wallet.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
I honestly,
PCs are incredibly cheap. They're cheaper. They're about as better.
Not for stupid people who are gonna look over to, say, Best Buy and just say, yeah, I'll waste, say, $2,000.
You
Sure.
never buy pre-built computers. You build them yourself.
if you know what you're doing, I don't
If
fucking
you
know.
know what
It's
you're doing,
really
no one knows
easy.
what they're doing, dude.
Just go on YouTube.
People just don't care to look it up.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
most of us are millennials.
I mean, like, it's really fucking simple.
The easy road. Everyone's looking for the easy route.
Yeah, but still, you're wasting like $1,500. I mean, like, the shit at Best Buy, you can build it yourself for like $800.
No
The
one knows
shitty-
how.
On the shitty 90s computers I have, because me and Seth, we did shit, all the stuff that we just put into it, roughly worth $1,000. Yeah.
What stuff did you put into it?
We had to replace the power core. We
Yeah,
had to add a graphics card. We had to change out two
What
things.
graphics card did you put in?
I don't fucking know. I don't know. It just had an anime thing on the side of it. That's all I can remember.
Is that why you bought it?
I didn't buy it
Yep.
from him. He just helped me build my PC. That's it. We changed something else out and did some other shit, but it was fucking weird. He told me that he would rather just give him his old game PC. I'm like, sure, and he's like, okay, $500. I'm like, Does it look like I fucking make trees full of money?
I mean, like, it's really cheap to get good stuff. Not like stuff that you can run like the newest games on 4K with, but you can play 720p, 1080p on like 45, 50 frames per second.
Mm-hmm.
But like, you don't have to have dual 1080 Ti's in your computer.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, I'm running an AMD 6870, and I can run all my games with these.
Look,
That's like a 5-year-old, 6-year-old card.
Can I quickly jump back to like one more point for 76, and then we'll drop that fucking gong show for starters. They promised free DLCs, right?
Yes.
The first DLC had a leak of it, and it was going to cost. Let's see, it was supposed to be something that was either going to add clothing or like an entire DLC of something else, between $5 to $25.
But
they said it was going to be free. It was a leaked image from an official thing from Bethesda, and then immediately it was taken down by Bethesda.
Screw Bethesda.
I was like, are you serious?
Like, really? Bethesda and EA.
I'd say since they've taken over the whole Fallout genre, it got worse. New Vegas was one of the only things that were good.
It was the last good one.
Yeah.
It was the only good one besides the first two.
3 was iffy. I played it
Even
mainly.
that, dude, there's no.
You know what's funny? Since I played it a couple months ago, I never knew that Liam Neeson was your father.
Really?
I never knew that he voice acted him. I was like, "Are you serious?" It was because I was like, "It's who's the fuck is that?" And I was like,
"He sounds very familiar."
Yeah.
It sounds like he's a very specific sort of
As much as I enjoy sandbox or open world games in general, there's just so much to do that I don't know where to start, and then I'll just end up fucking around for say an hour. Okay, I'm bored. Fuck it, I'm out. Bye.
I think that's on GTA.
Yeah.
Or like, there's a couple games that I know of that it's hard to jump into it when
so
much
limitless but so limited.
Like Red Dead 2 Online, that like when I played with my friends, like we had no clue what to do, so really we just rode around, dicked around.
They fucking nerfed that game so much.
Really, what happened?
Okay, so if you could catch 6 trouts or 6 sturgeons, you can get $50 flat from selling them. That's enough, right? That's enough. Now you have to catch almost double or triple that to get $40. And for the final mission of the game, like the final mission of so far the story, you would get 2,000 XP, and then it would lower the next time you play it, because you're allowed to replay missions. It would lower it to 1,000 or 500, and then it would sit there. Now you only get 1,800 when you first do it, and then you only get 200. I think it's now you only get 250 when you complete it. Yep.
I still stand by Rockstar.
But there's other shit too.
They're
like,
still always promising.
Like they promised to.
Money whores, but still.
It was the.
When they keep coming out with more DLCs or GTA.
Well, that just means they're not coming out with GTA 6.
Yeah. But there was other stuff for it too. Like they're adding clothing in. Like they added more clothing in that's over fucking priced. Now they have limited time clothing. So now it's like, get this clothing in between this time and this time, otherwise it's gone forever. And then they won't remove it from the store item box. So
they're going to rub it in your face if you don't.
You could have an entire fucking page full of clothing that's sold out that you can't get anymore. And you can't even pay it with gold or anything. And the other part is they said about...
You're not a dedicated enough fan to have this.
No, they said that they were about the whole... the economy system, how everything was overpriced.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
They lowered everything to a decent amount. 2 months later, they raise it halfway back up. So now, you have to pay for all this shit again. That's fucking annoying.
I paid like $80 for a fucking duster.
No. The pistol upgrade for the Kaedyn revolver, to get the barrel length extended, went from being $80 to $15.
Oh, that's good.
So it went to $15 to get one of them upgraded, which is fucking phenomenal. I love that because it was so cheap, because you get 2 long Kaedyn revolvers, which are my favorite Kaedyn in the game because they're the second most powerful in the actual full game.
Yeah.
Because who fucking cares for the volcanics? That thing's hard to use. But then they upped it. They upped it to fucking like $45, which still isn't bad, but literally $45 is hard to gain.
That money is horrible in online.
Yeah, like, okay, treasure is what pissed me off the most. You were supposed to, once you find it, you were supposed to get a sum between like $80 to maybe $200. I got fucking $20 from one of them.
Dude, like, Anixia and I, we went around and we spent like Shadow and I, we went around for like 4 hours and we just hunted all night. And we gained like $80.
Game in Red Dead really sounds like a bitch.
It was so fucking.
They even
horrible.
added in the other shit. They added in the Evans repeater, which is fucking garbage. It still shoots 20 or 22 rounds, I believe, in the first game. But now, it can go from a small carbine, maybe this big,
Yep.
to about this big with a scope on it or whatever.
Long rifle.
You can shoot somebody from 500 meters away. And here's the problem. You can only see people's blips 180 meters around you. So someone who's 500 meters away from you, you can't see them. Like, if you even...
It's
like,
basically a sniper.
Yeah. So if you can't... So even if your thing... No, if your thing goes across, like if your crosshairs cross them, it still won't pop up with their name. The only way that you can see somebody is that they have committed enough crimes or are wanted.
Yeah.
That's the only way it works.
Or if you look on the map.
Yeah, and the other problem
They're
is...
in plain fucking sight.
No,
and
the
it's
other
kinda
problem is,
obvious,
like, when
so-
I first started playing after that update, it was so fucking annoying. I
I
actually
don't think
I
so,
wanted to kill myself, because, like, when I first got in, I was in the middle of Saint Denis, and, so I was walking around, and this fucker would come up, lasso me, tie me up,
Oh god, I hate
And
those
then-
people.
he'd cut me, and then he'd fucking bolt it away, far enough, and then eventually his blip would disappear after, you know, the whole, like, hostility thing disappeared.
Yeah.
And then he'd come back and do the same thing again. So when I got on my horse, he fucking drew a pistol but didn't shoot at me, and then like still tried to capture me. So I went like this, fucking turned around and shot him, and then he didn't do anything after that. And then, you know when
People are
someone,
so toxic in that game.
you know when you kill
It's
somebody enough,
Online.
Yeah,
You're
like,
gonna see that always.
you know when you kill somebody enough, how it allows you to parlay with them,
Yeah, yeah.
and then you can't do that. It usually like takes 4 to 5 kills.
Yeah, 3.
Now you can only do it in 1.
Yeah, I heard about
Yeah,
that.
and here's the thing: if you're in a posse, if 2 people are in opposition posses, so like say me and Kaedyn, you and Timmy, I shoot you and you parlay with me. Kaedyn can't harm him or you. Can't harm you or Timmy,
What?
and I can't harm you or Timmy.
That makes sense.
No, but the problem is that it's for the entire posse, both posses entirely, and then you can't do anything about
Awesome,
that.
what? Like, I'm going like 4.
It's no, you can go up to 7 if you have persistence.
Are they up that?
No, it's persistence. There's the ones that are normal, and there's persistence. Persistence has been in since the beginning of it.
Yeah, the 10th posses and all.
Yeah, but no, like now it's like you can shoot someone dead once, and then everybody can't target anybody.
That's stupid.
Yeah, and like my second time of getting fucked, which made me want to honestly uninstall the game if it weren't for how good the story was.
Yeah.
Was I was doing shit in my camp, so I was buying shit that I needed, and then getting ready to go do some hunting or some fishing because I finally bought that fishing rod with some worms. So I was like, fuck it, I'll go do it. I had to shoot some fucking bandits because they were coming to my camp for no goddamn reason. And then I take not even a meter out of my goddamn camp, I'm dead because some fuck with an Evans repeater. He was literally, he couldn't even see me either. He was hiding behind trees, down on the fucking shoreline, and I'm in the middle of the woods, and I walk out, and I get shot somehow.
God. You know, the only reason why I still go back to that game sometimes is for the graphics.
Yeah.
Just fucking phenomenal.
I won't play the game up until chapter 4. Like, I'll play up to chapter 4, and then I won't play it anymore. Then I
Why?
get... You know what happens up chapter 5?
I forget.
Spoilers.
Spoilers for a game that came out in November.
Move on.
In the second chapter, Arthur is going to collect taxes from someone.
Wait, can you cover news for spoilers?
Yeah, I'm still in chapter 1. I've
Well,
barely.
Kaden, you might want to do this instead, because that might work better.
Yeah, you
I'll
can
do
skip.
both.
I mean, like, I've played till
Actually, I just have noise canceling headphones.
chapter 2.
Yeah, that probably works. Hold on, I'll check. Hey, Kaden! Okay, in...
Kid, you're a faggot.
in chapter 2, Arthur goes.
walking
Arthur's
in the
collecting
street.
taxes, and what happens is that he comes across this farmer, and he's beating him to death basically, and the farmer coughs into his mouth.
Oh, yeah, the blood, and then he
Yeah,
gets
and then he not even then he coughs after you complete that mission. Like Arthur actually coughs, and then in chapter 6 it finds out that he has tuberculosis, and that the only way that he can get rid of it is if he goes to a certain location that's dry or whatever, and Arthur obviously can't do that. And then based on what your morality is, when you walk out, you are having hallucinations of like all of your choices. So were you a good guy? Were you a bad guy? People will say good things or bad things about you. It's the whole life and death situation, and you'll see either a wolf or a deer based on what your karma is at.
So being deer for being good, wolf for being bad.
Yes. And then Arthur has 2 options when he's about to complete the game. You can either go back for the money, or you can go, or you can help
Yeah.
John escape. And when you do, Either way, you come across Micah, and fucking hell.
What?
You come across Micah, and I really fucking hate that dude. His voice actor is awesome, but his fucking character is garbage.
Yeah, I've played up until chapter 2, then I just stopped playing.
Here was the bullshit with the whole gang mentality, right? Arthur has been in there. He's in his, like, early 40s or whatever. And whatever. Micah's the trader.
Yeah, Micah's a cunt.
And he's been riding with them for 6 months. 8 months or whatever. When the first chapter starts, they point out that he's been riding with them for, like, 6 months or 8. When they get near to the end of the game, and they suspect that one of them's a rat, nobody suspects that it's Micah. Arthur points out, the most trusted member of the gang, points out that Micah could be because he's the new blood and all this other shit, yada yada yada, and how he's been a liar and all this other shit and all the shit that he's done. And then Micah points his finger at Arthur, and everybody fucking believes Micah. I'm like, how the fuck do you do that with your handlebar bullshit mustache?
How does that make sense?
It doesn't. At least you fucking kill him as John.
Yeah.
Like, okay, waiting 2 fucking hours to be able to finally play as John after that. Like, there's 2 epilogue chapters. The first one is an hour or 2 hours long that you cannot skip. And it is you putting fence posts down, wiping up shit, and trying to tame a horse.
As John?
As John Marston.
I'm assuming it's on his farm or whatever.
No, it's not on his farm. It's on another one. And, like, then he goes to Blackwater to build his house. And, like, it's a whole montage of him building his house. And his house, after it's been freshly built, looks fucking amazing. And then you have to do a mission with Jack. Or it's a side mission. And then the dog gets bit by a snake. And the bite's, like, here or something.
Yep. On the stomach.
Yeah, but it's, like, lower than the stomach halfway. It's, like, halfway between the crotch and the stomach.
Yep.
And so you have to... Well, it's, like, on the side of it. You have to suck out the venom, and then your son's like, "Suck it, Dad." I'm like, "What the fuck is this kid doing?"
Well, shit.
Yeah, fucking like 12-year-old motherfucker.
God, I've always hated that kid.
Jack Marston, he was a small kid when you were playing Arthur. He's not bad, but when he gets older, he turns into a fucking dick.
In the first Red Dead, he's a fucking nuisance.
And then when you play as him, holy fuck, that was a mistake.
I mean, like, it wasn't bad at the end.
It wasn't bad.
At least you had to fucking kill that fuck.
It was really weird how... Actually, the second game predicts Marston's death. When you kill... When you're killing Micah, what happens is when you're John, you're aiming like one pistol. You can't shoot either of them. You can either shoot Micah or you can shoot Dutch. You can't shoot either of them. Because what happens if you shoot Dutch, Michael will shoot you. Or he'll shoot, what's her face?
Yeah.
Huh?
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. She just became a bounty hunter or whatever. And if you shoot Micah, then Dutch will shoot you. If you don't, Dutch will go like this and shoot Micah right in the gullet. And then you have to fucking, like, fan the hammer as fast as possible to kill him. And then, like, he goes like this, and then he tosses his revolver aside, and then he falls to his knees and dies. That is predicting Marston's death. Because Marston dies the exact same way.
Oh, yeah, he does,
Yeah,
doesn't he?
except he gets gunned down by a fucking army. Instead of, like, one person who's obviously a cool person. But after that, it's kind of whatever you want to do. Because
Kaedyn's probably good to take off his headphones now.
no, because it's still after.
Oh, yeah.
It's technically still in game stuff. But
Be back in a second. Continue.
but Marston then becomes... He gets the money, or whatever. He gains money, which is like $20,000, whatever. And then you get to do whatever the fuck you want after you complete the game. Like, literally, there's nothing else to do after you beat the game other than, like, say, fuck it.
This meddled down between you two now, because I don't play Red Dead.
Yeah.
No, it was just... The ending for it was good, but it was also bad.
So this is going on for about an hour.
Yeah, 58 minutes.
Pretty much.
But... I really want there to be either an Undead Nightmare DLC for RDR2, or like some other DLC. I just want one.
Aliens. I think we should move past the Red Dead. Smack him.
You're good.
Alright.
I was honestly just gonna hit you on the back of the head, but I'm like, I don't want to be a dick.
Any games in 2019 you guys waiting for?
Outer Worlds.
Oh yeah,
That's
Outer
about
Worlds,
it.
obviously.
That's about it.
I can't think of any. Oh,
Animal Crossing.
yeah, I'm the one person in the group who wants that.
Borderlands 3 is coming out third. on
Yeah, I
third.
saw the trailer for that posted on my Discord.
You're supposed to be able
servers.
to play some of the characters from the first 2 games.
Yeah, you're playing Axiom. And Siren. I
You
believe.
get access to a couple of the characters from the first 2 games, plus
Yeah, you get to
something
play as
from-
Commando, Axiom, and the Siren, I believe. I don't...
Maya.
Because
or Maya.
Zero just is out of there. Sylvester, whatever his name was, the Gunzerker.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what happened to the characters. I just know that they're gone. Because they have 2 new characters.
Oh, fuck, I messed up the names.
MK11's coming out on the 23rd, I believe.
Oh, well, there was
Kingdom
Resident Evil
Hearts
2.
3 already came out in January.
Yeah.
I like that.
There was Resident Evil 2.
Res 2, yeah.
That was fucking good. There was Days
Metro
Gone.
Exodus.
Oh, Days Gone. That looks. Decent.
I saw it. I was like, dude, I want to buy a fucking PlayStation to get
Dude,
this.
it looks just like it's a
Mhm.
Walking Dead game.
Yeah. There's the second Division game, which is already out.
I mean, I saw trailers from Days Gone when it was in like early beta.
Metro Exodus, which is already out.
Yeah, I already
looks
said
amazing.
Metro.
Oh, all right.
Decent.
Um,
Metro Last Light. That's the only one I played.
Far Cry New Dawn's an if. It's bad because it's honestly just Far Cry 5. and
Another
Apocalypse.
Far Cry game is already pushing your limits here because Primal just...
Primal was. It wasn't
There's
that bad. but
There's
it was
a
bad.
5th Gears of War game supposed to come out.
Wait, as in the Coltrane?
Gears 5.
You fucking thick. You didn't understand that, man.
There's another Fire Emblem.
You don't
game
even
coming
know
out.
Yeah, 3 Houses.
Yeah.
Gears of War's
There's
next.
As much as I'm a Fire Emblem fan, I don't care that much.
Mhm.
Not anymore. I don't have anyone to talk to about it, so fuck
there
it.
was the Devil May Cry.
Oh, the new
The
DLC.
5th one.
Yeah.
DMC 5.
I haven't seen it and I don't care for it because I don't even know what the fuck it's about. There's the World War Z game that's coming out, which I
Are
fucking
you
love.
kidding me?
That game looks awesome.
World War Z was horrible.
Wait, the 3rd person one?
Yeah, no, yeah. The World
Yeah,
War
the
Z
4
video game.
The 4-player waves
Not
zombie game?
Overkill's. Overkill's got fucking trash. But the actual World War Z game looks fucking phenomenal.
I haven't
It's
seen anything on
It's literally just you versus hordes of zombies, and it's
it.
That's
sick.
It's
Yeah.
really simple.
It's literally just survival. Like, it's the whole point of it. You get what you need, and then you gun down as many zombies as you want. Like, you can look up a trailer eventually.
That looks sick.
I'll show you eventually when we have time to.
Yeah, show me later.
Yeah. Trials Rising. Meh.
Trials run its course, I
Yeah.
believe.
There's Doom Eternal.
I
Good.
can't wait for Doom
Fucking
Eternal.
Yeah.
Good game. Huh.
There's a Marvel.
This one's
yeah,
on Pluto?
something like that.
No clue. But that's Doom, always good.
Yeah, Doom's always good.
There's the third
Shoot
Crackdown
gun,
game.
dodge bullets.
Yeah. Well, obviously Borderlands 3.
And be unkillable.
There's apparently another Luigi's Mansion coming out.
Mhm.
There is. I'm not too interested in it unless it's like the first game.
Unless it's good.
There's that fucking Yoshi's
There's
game coming out.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's coming out this spring.
There's a Minecraft bootleg game coming out.
Yeah.
What?
Minecraft Dungeons.
Oh,
Here, I'm gonna
I
look up
heard
some of
about
the.
that.
made by Mojang? Or like what?
No, it's a spin-off
With Microsoft.
by someone else. Yeah, Microsoft, I think. And it's a
Probably published by Microsoft.
It's a co-op, third-person kind of the mighty quest for epic loot sort of thing.
Yeah.
Huh.
For
That's,
fuck's sakes, I'm trying to.
Odd. I remember.
Another new Super Mario Bros. U game coming up.
Oh,
there's
I think that's already out.
Mortal Kombat 11.
January 11th. Yeah, it's already out. My bad.
Yeah.
Rage 2. I don't know anything about Rage, so.
I don't really care.
Second Psychonauts is coming out.
Oh yeah, I remember Psychonauts too. I never played the first one, but I want to because it seems like a really good game.
Skull and Bones, the Ubisoft version of Sea of Thieves.
Yeah. I won't have an interest in it most likely. Sea of Thieves
Probably
kind
not.
of
Oh yeah,
ruined
there's a
my
Luigi's Mansion 3.
Another Total War
want
game
for
coming out for you.
pirates.
Oh yeah, Total War.
Three Kingdoms.
Oh fuck! I thought I saw it.
They just came out with Britannia.
I guess. Another Wolfenstein game coming out.
Ooh,
That's what I was looking for. Is Wolfenstein.
Youngblood.
I haven't played any of the new ones. Besides that Riley's that one time.
The new one that the woman, the Hillary Clinton,
Yeah.
the one you threw off, she comes back and kills you.
But she's like,
She kills Blazkowicz.
what?
But they did this stupid ass thing where they caught his head after they decapitated, right, your friends or whatever, and they did the Futurama move on you where they
You in
attached
a
your
fucking jar?
yeah, they put you in a fucking jar, your head, and then they attach it to a super soldier robot body, and then you're just moving around fine. And then you go and surprise Hillary Clinton again. You're like, hello, I'm back.
Yeah. There was a game that came out a while ago that I actually liked. It's Homefront Revolution.
Yeah, I like the first one. The first one was really good.
I don't know. It was just called Homefront Revolution. I was like, hey, this is pretty fucking good. I
That's
liked
the
it.
second Homefront.
Yeah. But what was it?
Which one of you fellows liked Ori? Exactly, the Xbox game.
I liked Ori and the Blind Forest.
Ori's coming out with the Will of Wisps.
Yep. I am definitely going to be interested in that because the first game was really good.
You guys remember Medieval?
I think so.
Well, one was Sir Daniel, the knight skeleton guy.
Something maybe.
He was in All Stars.
I know who you're talking about now. I know who he is. I don't remember.
Sir Daniel, he's that skeleton with his bottom jaw gone, so he is completely muffled whenever he talks.
No clue what you're talking about.
Fuck. Have you ever played PlayStation's All Star?
Nope.
Okay, then you wouldn't. I want a third payday.
Yeah.
Well, we all want that.
They need to make
We all
Keanu
want
Reeves look better.
We all want some more medic bags.
They won't make Keanu Reeves looks better.
He doesn't look like Keanu Reeves in
He
the game.
looks so slick and gay in the second payday.
Yeah.
It's just Keanu Reeves.
But
Slick and gay.
no.
What are you trying to
No,
say?
I
here?
like Keanu Reeves.
Yeah. Metro Exodus reminded me of Homefront Revolution in a way, just like the backpack system. Like that's what it reminded me of. Same thing with like the weapons and everything. Because in
The Division was a huge letdown for me.
second
Really?
one or the first one?
First one.
Second one's pretty good. I haven't seen anything on it.
It wasn't what I thought it was going to be. It
The-
was not what the first trailer described it as.
Dead or Alive 6 is coming out. Oh no, it already came out.
Of course
The
you're
sixth.
Dead or Alive.
The customization.
I don't even know
for
what
the
it is. I
second one-
just know that there's 6 games.
Yeah.
What is Dead or Alive?
Don't worry about it.
As much as I know of the second division game as of now, though, is like the customization for it is a lot like how it was in the first one, just worse. It's really fucking stupid.
Oh, okay. It's just another Tekken ripoff. Okay. I
But
don't care.
what else?
But it's a bunch of fucking. Yeah.
At least it's not in fucking New York this time.
Yeah.
We're in DC, and plus, like, you get 1 of 3 classes when you hit the final level. You
It
need
just-
to be.
It doesn't seem. It seems very linear.
Yeah.
A Marvel Ultimate Alliance game's coming out.
Yes, that
The
one.
third one. The Black Order.
There's
That's
supposed
racist.
there's supposed to be a.
You wanted the White Order?
No, I want the all-inclusive order.
There's actually supposed to be a
Gender
Marvel
neutral
game.
order.
I don't think it's the Marvel Alliance's one. I'm pretty sure it's another one, but it's a Marvel game.
No, Ultimate Alliance 30 is coming out.
Well, no. I don't remember if it's that one or if it's another one, but it was supposed to be like an.
There are a couple of
it's
Marvel
supposed to be like
games
an
coming out.
open world one, like open world and all this other shit, like, kind of like how they did like the Lego Marvel stuff, but like, proper
Lego
like,
Dimensions?
like
Fucking
Lego
hell,
Marvel
that was
superheroes
a
or
huge
Lego
letdown.
or like Lego the Avengers or whatever.
It was
like
basically another Skylanders.
It's like 40, but Skylanders was at least a little bit affordable. But for $40 for one pack?
I know.
that. No.
The only cool thing about it was there's Lego Portal.
Yeah.
Lego Simpsons.
Yeah.
The only thing cool about it was that it's Lego.
Okay, now I want to see a Lego Dimensions Steam Tams.
Fuck's sakes.
Well, Seymour.
God, today we were just hanging out here. We watched like what 10 Steam Tams.
10
things?
different Steam
Nice.
Tams
10
videos.
different Steam Tams videos.
If we move to superheroes or something, I don't know.
Again?
Just as a,
Yeah,
well,
back over to
well,
superheroes.
no, not like more on game things, like actual.
They put
legit
the
ones.
TMNT in Injustice too.
Wait, what?
Yeah, all 4 of them.
Wait, TMNT?
Teenage Mutant
I
Ninja
don't-
Turtles.
That's DC?
No.
I don't know. But they also put Hellboy
Injustice
in
2
there.
is DC.
No, but TMNT?
No.
Yeah.
TMNT's. I don't think it's DC.
I think
But-
it's its own separate
No,
thing.
I was gonna ask
Yeah.
a question is like your favorite superhero, and if they've had multiple costumes or suits or armors, which one would be your favorite? And like you can't just say what it is just based on why or whatever.
Iron Man's Mark 1.
Nickelodeon.
Is it Nickelodeon?
It's Nickelodeon.
Really?
Mine would.
My favorite TMNT movie is the one, like the first one from the... No.
Mine was the animated version back in 2009.
I like the one when it was one of the 90s ones when they went to like medieval Japan. That one was so bad.
Wait, the live action?
Yeah, live action.
Oh my fucking god.
Those things were the best.
They were so fucking fugly. I couldn't look at any of them.
Good.
I liked the latest TMNT
Oh god,
movie.
are you fucking kidding me?
They did a really good job on them, actually.
Michael Bay, dude. Michael fucking Bay.
Michael Bay, I guess.
But I would have to sort of disagree with you.
My
Noah,
favorite scene from that
on
movie, I
his
think, was
armor
them all
choice.
in the
Mine's
elevator.
actually the Mark 42.
Mark 23 is nice too.
The Mark 42 is my favorite though. Like
Just 'cause you've only
like
seen him most.
yeah. Well, no, it's because like all the suits are usually red and gold. So like you see more red than you do see gold. This one was more of it had like that shared unique feature,
Yeah.
even though there was a bit more gold.
I like the silver one.
The second mark, the second gen, or second mark.
I don't fucking
I
remember.
don't know.
I think it was Mark 2, yeah.
Yeah. But that one was not very
What
good
are you all
because it was only
going
meant
about?
for test
I don't
fighters.
know. Yeah.
Oh.
They look cool
I
though.
like War Machines.
Which version of his war? Which version though?
The first one.
So in Iron Man 2.
Yeah.
I like the one that's in Infinity War a bit.
That's
It's
decent.
decent. I don't like the one from Iron Man 3 though. Jesus Christ, he
The
went.
least
went
favorite
through
Iron Mark, well, I think, was Hulkbuster.
Hulkbuster is fucking ugly as hell.
Veronica Mark 1 or 2.
Mark 1, back in Civil War. Not Civil War, the one before that.
No, it was Ultron, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah,
Ultron.
Ultron.
I like the
I'm
ones
sorry.
from Infinity War.
Just go to sleep, go to sleep,
Go to sleep,
go to sleep.
Spits out a tooth. It's like, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Gets his ass fucking kicked up. Actually, Iron Man switches between 2 to 3 suits in that movie as well.
He
He goes
does.
Mark 43,
Hulkbuster.
and then the Hulkbuster, and then he goes Mark 44, and then the Mark 45, and then in Homecoming he has the Mark 46, which is the one that has like half of its grayed down, or whatever, which doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yep.
And then he's using the Mark 50 in Infinity War, and then he's supposed to use. It's either called the Mark 50.
No, he used another Hulkbuster set.
He
That
did.
one was in Infinity War, but he didn't use it himself. That
Yeah,
was
he didn't use
that
it.
was
That
Bruce
was-
Banner.
That was
Yeah.
Bruce.
Yeah, but his
What happened to him exactly?
I think-
he couldn't go Hulk because if he went Hulk again.
Yeah.
he
He's
would-
going-
Oh yeah, because of Thor.
yeah.
Not because of Thor, but because
No,
No, because
it
of
was-
Ragnarok. Ragnarok.
It was in Ragnarok. They explained it, but no, it wasn't because of Thor.
It wasn't because of
Technically,
Thor, because
just 'cause
no
he
one
couldn't-
can do that.
He just
But
couldn't control
big
it.
monster.
Yeah.
He just couldn't control it. Ragnarok was my favorite Thor.
Yeah,
movie.
Ragnarok.
It was so good.
Immigrant song.
It took more of a Guardians of the Galaxy kind of feel.
I love how he played Immigrant song in the middle of his ass kicking.
Fucking love that movie.
But the reason
I like the more fun Marvel movies.
Yeah.
But after Iron Man 3, Age of Ultron made little sense to me on how he was able to control his armor. I mean, like, I know he had the extremist stuff put on, but he specifically also put in a point that after he had his arc reactor removed, he specifically had those removed from his limb, like from his
I think
body.
the MCU would be that sort of person to unite all the villains to help beat Thanos. They bring back fucking Ultron? Well. Remember me, bitches?
What is it? Age of Ultron when Iron Man confronts
But
him. It's
they
like
couldn't. They couldn't bring back Ultron.
They can't
No.
bring back Ultron, but that's just an
no.
example.
They could technically, if Vision was still alive, they can
Yeah, if
recreate
Vision was still
Ultron.
alive, but he's not.
No.
He's very dead.
Yeah.
What's up with Redface again? Or Red Skull?
Right
Oh,
face,
yeah, right, 'cause
That's
he-
very racist.
He got teleported to where the Soul Stone was after
Yeah,
Captain
what
America.
happened to him exactly?
It's
He's still
really
alive.
Funny in Infinity War where you saw Red Skull sitting there.
Yeah, he's just it's like, what the fuck are you doing here?
I was
You're
like,
dead.
why is Red Skull there?
Yeah.
At first, my sister
Imagine
was
he
like,
actually-
is that guy from He-Man?
Fucking Skeletor.
Man! But
My
I'm not a
dad, the biggest sigh you could ever think of.
I'm not a good guy.
Yeah.
I don't like to feel good. I like to feel evil.
Yeah.
Fucking talking to the kids.
I love Skeletor so much.
Skeletor's the best.
Skeletor is one of my favorite
Now to
villains
make
of
my
all time.
evil retreat and running into the cave. Cackling as he's
I
running
love
into
his
the
run.
cave.
His run is so beautiful.
So graceful.
We should probably quiet down a bit though.
I'm really
We're getting
tempted.
too excited
I'm really
for
tempted just to go
Skeletor.
and show the stream what we're talking about.
Yeah.
He'll text in the chat.
Just send a link in the chat.
He-Man.
Yeah, someone send a link.
Just link it in chat.
But-
man.
What is it?
I'll clip this in a minute.
I can probably find it faster.
One thing I found out odd about his armors though was like, it went from Mark
We went
1
from Skeletor's
back to
laugh
Skeleton,
and
back to
run.
armor. But no, the Iron Man suits went from like 100% metal Then like the Mark II was metal, and then Mark III kind of looked armor or metal but plasticky. If you look at like what the Mark 42 looks versus what the Mark 50 looks like, the Mark 50 looks like it's a fucking plastic suit.
Why are you looking at Terraria?
Why though?
I typed it up and it just went to Terraria shit. Timmy, you link him to lose it.
But
What?
Link's Skeletor.
Oh, the Skeletor,
Yeah,
right?
his retreat.
no, I like the Mark 42 because it was the first suit to introduce the whole extremist and being able to have the armor brought to him. I did like when he was first suiting up in that movie though. Like all that shit was hitting him, and then like he's like, I'm the best, and the fucking ass piece comes and knocks off all the armor.
Just said that like. None of the sound
He's
with it
only,
too, though.
he's only gone for like a second.
Yeah, it's not funny without the sound.
Yeah, it's not funny without this. I mean, it's kind of funny. His run is ridiculous, but
There you go. Are you happy?
No, you remember? Oh, was it Fast 8 or was it Fast 7? Where it was because I think it was Fast 7 or Fast 8, but they had a memoriam for Paul Walker at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah, Furious though.
Yeah.
For Paul.
But we also had a thing before that, which was like one of the previous, which was the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, like the first one that was gonna come out. I was like, oh, it's them. The person that I brought to movies with me is like, how the fuck do you know them? You're like born in 2002. I'm like, are you fucking serious? I had watched the shit out of stuff that came out like
with
the 90s.
you.
I want to say my previous babysitter when I was really young, but yeah, that's basically what it is.
Done. I just put the YouTube link right in the chat for people to see.
What else? But
I'm really tempted just to switch it over to that on repeat.
no, I'm surprised you didn't put on that Doug Dimmadome video
Oh,
you found.
for
Noah.
fuck's
Oh, God.
no.
We should stop focusing on this Skeletor thing.
No, when we picked it up in the middle of the talk, how did we pick up Skeletor again? Because of your
Red
sister.
face.
Red Skull.
Yeah.
Red face.
Hold on, did the streams go on?
Red face.
The stream's still going, yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering if it went offline for a second because it said offline. Dude, piece of my fucking sister.
Imagine Skeletor running with just got this Red Skull bugging it.
Infinity War. Red Skull just Skeletor.
No, Red Skull enters the world again, sees people fucking turning the dust, he's like turns right back around, starts running.
So, Noah, you wanted to bring up that thing once we got into the mood of things.
Let me take a piss first, then I'll bring up Jesse Smollett and change the mood entirely.
Okay.
What a great
I am
fucking
looking for
transition.
it.
We're still gonna be streaming here.
Can I
while-
just doing some orange brandy?
Sure.
Sorry, Austin, what the hell did you just say?
Said orange brandy.
Colored brandy.
Oh, I thought you said colored dick.
Hold on.
Hey Timmy,
okay.
would you like some colored dick?
Alright, we need to keep this down a bit.
Hold on. How the fuck do you mistake that?
You should probably get
You-
that checked out.
Yeah.
You
Yeah, we need
ginger bastard.
we need to sustain conversation while waiting for Noah to get back.
So guys, how much of a faggot do you think Noah actually is?
Yeah, vote in the comments below.
Go ahead, chat. Say as whatever you want. Noah
We're the-
can't block you. 'cause
Me and
he's an
Noah
idiot.
are the only viewers. There's no one here.
Oh
Well,
well.
for the viewers afterwards, vote in the comments. Who do you hate the most here? And if you vote me, your opinion is invalid.
The only.
If you
thing-
vote anybody but Noah, your
the
opinion is
most
invalid.
important lesson in this podcast is Skeletor laughing.
Yeah, the most important lesson is please watch that video. It's amazing. If the mic didn't pick that up, Noah just did the Skeletor laugh.
Other most important thing is
in
that
the
Noah's a
bathroom.
faggot.
Why are you still here watching the stream? Don't you got better to do?
No.
Yeah. Just want to listen to us talk about Skeletor running
Imitating his laughs.
very poorly.
I'm not even trying to impersonate.
Imitate.
Imitate. Impersonate.
Yeah.
Fucking asshole.
Oh my god.
I'm trying to fucking wash my hands here.
Alright, so this is gonna be a bit of a silent part of the stream. Just no one's at the mic and no one's talking.
What?
We're talking to ourselves. Go away.
Yeah, we were trying to sustain conversation while you took a piss.
Oh.
So there wasn't any just this long pause in the
Hey,
stream.
Noah, how's that?
Everyone else's conversation.
Noah, you
goes
should get
after
that
one.
light
So the
problem
moral of the
fixed.
story.
Anyways, Noah.
Jesse Smollett. Okay, so he's an Empire star. He's a black dude. Okay.
Oh wow.
Black gay dude. That's actually-
Called
No,
racist.
this is very important to the story actually.
Okay.
And so he's a black gay dude. And so one day he's walking down the street and gets attacked by these two people, calling him faggot and shit. That they put like a noose around his neck.
Jeez.
And so he goes out. He goes to the police and that shit. Waits like 2 days to go to the police. And so he gets out there about all that stuff. And he gets arrested because all of it is faked.
Oh.
I mean, he paid 2 people to do all this shit on camera, and they just took off. And they testified, both of them, that they did pay him. Or he paid them. And so he's in jail. He went for he was in court for 16
Oh
felonies.
yeah, I heard about this.
Yeah, 16 fucking felonies.
This does sound familiar now.
I think I mentioned it to you last night.
Maybe. No.
No?
Yeah, I'm
No,
reading it all
but
here.
this case does sound like familiar.
And so it was like yesterday or 2 days ago, the district attorney went and dropped all charges against Jesse Smollett for no reason whatsoever. Like, giving no reasoning. And the cops who arrested him, and shit, the entire fucking department is wondering what the fuck. This is bullshit.
Well, he's guilty.
He's clearly
He's
guilty.
very guilty.
And the FBI is getting involved now to see why he got off.
Yeah, if the FBI
Scot-free.
comes, no, if
Well,
the
what's the... Why, though? What was his goal?
Shit.
Sympathy?
No, dude, to fucking start, fucking a revolution.
Thank Christ, I think we need another one.
I don't care.
Dude,
If they start another revolution for something this small, then we got better
They
stuff
just
to
wanna-
revolutionize.
he just wants to raise racial tensions even higher.
Yeah.
Like, it's fucking stupid.
Meanwhile, we're
He
raising.
got kicked off the show, though. Empire. He got fired.
Meanwhile,
He
we're
was a
raising
football player,
sexual
wasn't he?
tensions in this fucking country.
He was a football player, wasn't he?
No, he was a TV star.
There was-
Jesse Small.
There was a
Jesse Smollett.
Small
okay,
S.
putting on a
Small
small
S.
topic. There was a fucking Canadian study showing that
Smollett. There you go.
the reason why, that it's better to
Oh, okay. Smollett. I searched up Smalls. And it's a football player.
that
Jesse
that
Smollett.
instead of having actual sex, it is better to, it shows the study that natural sex is decreasing in age or whatever. So people who of legal
Why are we
age.
talking about this now?
I don't
Okay.
fucking
Yeah,
know.
hold on.
Hold on.
Oh,
We're talking
see-
about
see where you're
we
going.
began.
No, it was
we
because
went
of the
from
revolution
sexuality to so on.
Okay,
Mhm.
that's-
But like showing that the sexual activity in the ages of between legally is 16 to on or whatever is decreasing massively because it's more increasing in masturbation or some shit. I don't fucking know how this works, but it's going male and female.
Yeah, that makes more sense, yeah.
So I was extremely fucking confused on how the fuck this is going on. But it's like great, exactly what this fucking country needs. Because if we don't have enough problems at all, we have a cunt running our country
He's
Who-
gone in 8 months.
who's
Yeah, he's
letting
done it once.
everything go to shit.
It's fucking insane.
The anthem was changed. More of this shit was allowed.
Terrorists being allowed to re-enter the country?
Mm-hmm.
You guys know about that?
Yeah, I know about that.
There was the Canadians who went to fight for ISIS, and Trudeau's allowing them back in the country.
Jeez.
No, they're Canadian citizens. When they go fight for a
But
fucking...
Trump has a tweet 22 hours ago. The federal bureaucratic investigations.
Hey, hold on. Let me just stop you there. You can't read a Trump tweet without trying his voice.
Yeah, the voice.
I can't do the voice. I don't
The
care. The FBI and the Department of Justice is to
The
review.
FBI and the Department of Justice.
Just let him read.
I'm sorry.
The FBI and the Department of Justice is to review the outrageous Jesse Smollett case in Chicago. It's an embarrassment to our nation.
Yeah. It's insane.
Damn, bro.
He just got let off scot-free.
Yeah.
So that was quite a fast.
I thought maybe we could talk about that for a bit.
Yeah.
Because it's a stupid thing. Like, why would you ever want to fake a fucking hate crime?
And he
Exactly.
started out well. The Mighty Ducks.
Yeah, like how?
Covenant.
Yeah, like why would you be so stupid with that?
It's bad enough when you try and do that with
But
a
it's
murder.
worse when you get caught.
Yeah. No, because there's the whole thing about framing, like, murder, like, that never actually happened, or whatever, and all this other shit. But doing a fucking hate crime is, like, the worst thing of all. Even though it's not one of the biggest, like, highest crimes up there, because obviously there's murder, bank robbery, and
Rape.
theft and all this other shit.
Yeah.
But hate crime is low, but it's not low enough. Like,
It's
it's
high impact.
yeah, it's not a extremely high impact, but it's high enough. So when you have that happen, it's we'll do what we can. But the minute that you find out that it's fake, it's fucking stupid what happens afterwards.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I
Like-
think Jessica Smollett should be charged for those 16 felonies.
Yeah.
You better.
We should go back to good old days with the hanging of the rope.
Hold on.
With this context, that is not what you should
With that
be saying.
context, how about let's go electric chair instead?
What? Minor theft? Swing!
Yeah. No, but
Yeah, with the context of this situation, maybe
Yeah,
you should
alright.
say back to your good old days.
Austin may be a Klansman.
or I may just be someone who likes old school culture.
Hanging black people?
Hanging anybody in general. I didn't
Yeah, I think
specifically
you took
put-
that out of context a little.
No, you went the same way.
I went the
right?
same way.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, I realize now.
You're like,
I realize without the fucking
And
context.
he got a fucking Jesse Smollett got a noose around his neck too.
Hey, guess what? At least it was fucking fake.
Oh my god.
No.
Okay.
Sit.
The hold
Yeah,
on.
welcome to the dumpster
Okay,
fire. We're back in the
back
swing
into-
of things.
We're back
this
in
technically-
We're back, baby.
With-
Welcome back, guys.
Miss me, y'all wankers.
I would say they would get a death sentence, but the only death sentence now is lethal injections, and
Yeah.
even then, that's extremely hard to get
But the
because
chair is way more fun.
it was outlawed
You get a
in.
mouthful of popcorn kernels.
No, but they outlawed it.
Alright,
in-
my pig.
Hold on. Wait, hold on, I got some. Let me do this real quick.
One final gift for the
Chokes on the kernels before he actually dies of shock.
Yeah.
chest explodes of popcorn.
Fatality.
When was the last
That's super
electric
Mortal
chair
Kombat.
execution?
I think we should wrap this up relatively soon. We've been going for about like an hour and an hour and a half.
86 minutes, that's about an hour and a half.
Yeah. So we should wrap it up relatively soon. Just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
Okay.
But no, I can't remember if this was mentioned on one of the other podcasts or something. But you mentioned like some guy in an electric chair. His final wish was to hold
Yeah.
hands with everyone. He killed
That was
everyone.
Austin.
That was
Yeah.
awesome.
Killed
he killed
everyone.
everyone in the room by holding hands.
It's the, for honor perk, the last laugh.
Halo from the grave.
Oh god.
Marty Dom,
There was
the death streak.
one guy. His last name was French, and
Hey.
Thank you.
his last
you.
name, no, the one guy,
His last name, his literal name was
his last
French.
name was French, and so his last words are, "You guys are gonna see a French fry." His last words on the electric chair.
Yeah, French
You're
fry.
gonna see a French fry.
Oh, that is fantastic.
Sitcom laughs in the
I
background.
mean, like,
But
if you're gonna have
yeah,
last words, I mean, like, you may as well make them good.
make them memorable.
What the fuck?
Go
1940
down a legend.
Hold on.
That's the.
I'm reading shit
tweets.
on the electric
It's the
chair.
tweet saying
In
he posted.
1946, a man survived 2 electric chair
Yeah.
shocks. And
There was a kid too who got
Yeah.
sentenced wrong.
It is the kid.
Oh, was it the kid?
Yeah, it was Willie
He
Francis.
survived?
Yeah, Willie Francis, the kid. He survived
But
2
the
electric
What
chairs.
last-
happened? What
He
was he
got.
there?
He was innocent. He was innocent for like he got framed for murder or something.
Yeah.
It
But
was
the
racially-
last electric chair
crime.
usage was in May of 2002 in Texas, I believe.
But it was racially thing,
Yeah.
and so they thought he murdered this dude, this chick actually, and so they put him in the electric chair. He survived the first time.
Yeah.
And
They
so
put him in the second
and they
time.
killed
Rip.
But yeah, no, the last
him.
one was
A
2002.
day before his retrial.
Yes. But no, I don't remember when they outlawed hangings. I know that it was some point after the First World War, I believe.
Really?
Yeah, because they couldn't because
No more fine
No,
squats.
they still did hangings in the 40s.
yes, but that was
That
more
was
of
Which?
for war crimes. And
That was-
that was more focused on it. It was outlawed beforehand, but Nazis didn't care if they fucking used it.
No, I mean the Allies did it to the Nazis during the Nuremberg
Yeah,
trials.
but
Yeah.
whatever. But
Like
Russian sleep
Rudolf
experiment.
Hess, he got fucking hanged. Like one guy sat there for half an hour while he was choking to death.
mhm.
Wait, he sat there for.
He was in. No, he wasn't sitting down. He was in the. He was hanging.
Yeah.
He was
hanging
sitting
there.
in a noose.
He was
just
hanging
like
there for about half an
he's
hour.
sitting there in a noose. He's like, shouldn't I be dying? No, you actually have to stand for this, Dave. Oh, whoops.
No, fuck, sorry.
Yeah.
About 30 minutes go by. Oh well, time to go
I
now.
like how we're laughing at people fucking
Dark
dying.
humor.
Hey, I mean, they're dead anyway.
When was the last death by firing squad?
Oh, I should look that up.
Probably
Timmy-
recently.
Yeah, Timmy will be
considering,
faster.
like-
I'll look up another one.
No. Other stuff.
Oh, never. I was supposed to say when was the last time someone died by gas?
Ah.
But we all know that answer in World War II.
I'd rather go firing squad than like electric chair or hanging or something. The last beheading via guillotine was in 1977.
It was the same year Star Wars came out.
Yeah, 1977.
Yep.
Yeah, in France.
Yep. Beheading a criminal.
That's insane.
Thank you, Michael from Vsauce.
Was it Vsauce?
That is where he said, yeah. That it was in the Our Narrow Slice.
Oh yeah, it was.
Yep.
That's a good video.
That is a good video.
Love Vsauce.
Yes, it was
2010.
2010 was the last firing squad.
June 8th. 18th. An American who chose a firing squad over lethal injection.
Yeah, I would much rather.
Okay, so I looked up when was the last decapitation, which is 1977.
This was in Utah, though.
But look, people also ask, how painful is the guillotine? I don't.
How could I tell you?
Very painful for half.
I don't think anybody is. I don't think anybody can tell you.
I don't think anyone's alive to tell you.
Well,
A couple of
about,
nanoseconds.
What, 15 to 30 seconds after you get your head chopped off, you're still alive and you're still.
It's
conscious.
still blood in your head, and then you're gone.
You're still conscious for that, so like you can't. You're like.
You can't feel it.
You're just sitting there like. Oh, yeah, moving your head,
That's
like,
my
moving your
body.
eyes.
That's my body.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Oh.
Oh no! Why is it getting dark and
Right.
cold?
Ronnie Lee Gardner was the last person to get shot to death.
When was the last time someone was what was it?
Gas.
No. Do you know like being oh fucking it was like hanged something and quartered or like you got hung or sorry you got hanged and then like they did something else, they drug your body through the streets and then they cut you up into 4 different pieces and they just sent that out to 4 different places and
What?
just put them on show. That was actually a thing that happened. William Wallace. I know what happened to William Wallace.
William Wallace.
I'm just
Let's
looking up
look
all of the
It
middle age
was
executions.
Hanged something and quartered.
Oh, hung, strung, and quartered.
Yeah.
Smithfield?
Perhaps the most brutal of all execution methods is hung, strung, and quartered. This was traditionally given to anyone found guilty of high treason. The culprit would be hung just seconds before death, then released and disemboweled with their organs thrown into a fire.
So they don't
All-
even kill you.
All
when you
while
get
still
hanged.
alive. Once dead, they would be cut into 4 pieces and traditionally have their body parts set out to 4 different parts of the city as a public warning to others. So, if you were found for treason, you'd be cut into 4 fucking halves. Congratulations. Now
You don't
you're
even
a
die by
masterpiece.
hanging. You just.
You die by disembowelment.
Yep. There's burning, crushing, boiling to death, impalement, hanging, the wheel, sawing,
No, the wheel.
If I
know
wanna
the wheel.
crucifixion.
If I want to go out, I want to go out the easiest way. I
Fast.
don't want to feel it.
Fast.
I want to go out by firing squad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
I'll-
much rather firing squad than lethal injection. At the lethal injection, you might get the greatest high ever.
Yeah.
Overdose.
That's what they do.
Someone actually did say that before they were given the because the last words of the lethal injection. Someone actually said
Whack.
one last high, and then they fucking injected him.
I wouldn't want to get crushed to death.
Oh god, that'd be horrible. Or burn to death or drown. I would hate
Hold on,
to
I'll
drown.
look
Boiled.
at here. I'll look
I
here.
would not want to get boiled to death.
They're hot,
Boiling to death was
Too
usually
hot, too
reserved
hot.
for. Here it is.
Ooh.
Boiling to death was usually reserved for prisoners. Poisoners, coin forgers, and counterfeiters. It was involved being flung into a cauldron of boiling water or oil, and the accused would slowly scald to death.
Oh my god.
The impalement was, as the name
doesn't
suggests,
get melted.
medieval impalement meant to be impaled or
48
struck through
S.
a large object such as a metal spear or pole till left to die. The corporal punishment was regarded as one of the most shocking public forms of execution. It was often given to suspected witches, women found
Mostly
guilty
women.
of whatever the fuck.
Infidelity.
Yeah,
Didn't
and
they
child
fuck-
molesters.
Infidelity is like when you
Yeah.
fuck another man.
The
Didn't-
wheel or
horrible
Katrin
to
wheel
stretch
was
it out.
involved the victim's limbs being gradually broken while strapped onto a wheel and left to die. Agonizing in this form of execution can take several days to die. Sawing is just as it sounds. The victim would be hung upside down and slowly sawn in half. If sawn all the way through, they would die.
Really?
It's like a magician's trick.
Yeah. But
I
if
just saw my.
You still run the gauntlet.
but hold on, if
Oh god.
here's the other part though.
That'll be even worse.
Yeah.
If sawn all the way, they would die. But often the victim was sawn up to the stomach and left to die, which could potentially take several days.
Oh god.
So you could be left
Depending how
hanging
strong
there.
you're gonna be for that.
Well, no, it says if you've been like if you're cut below your stomach, you can live. You will live that.
Yeah, it depends.
You will survive
Bleed
that.
out.
You will survive several days that long. Obviously, everybody knows crucifixion.
Have you guys seen? You guys have all seen Pocahontas, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, like the evil captain in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You guys know it was a real person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know how he actually died?
I remember looking into it, and I can't remember.
Wow.
He got skinned to death.
Right.
With like it was like oyster shells.
Yeah.
He got skinned to death with that, and then he got fucking burnt.
That's
on it,
right.
Like
Yeah.
a witch.
Yeah.
There's actually there's some similar to that, but it's in
Being
reverse.
skinned alive would be horrible.
No. What they do is that they boil you, like they boil you enough to the point where your skin's like loose enough, and then they skin you alive, and then they stick you back in. And then but there's another option to it
Was
where
it
they
you,
instead.
Matt, who watched that one video with the dog? Who did I watch that video with the dog with? That was when I had
To be
visited the next day.
burned at
Anyway.
the stake was a common type of execution. Was often given to people believed to be heretics or witches. Strapped onto a wooden stake and surrounded by branches, these were lit and they would slowly burn alive.
These were lit.
Yeah. Then there's crushing, head crusher, used both as torture and for
Aromatherapy.
execution. Medieval crushing involved the placement of the accused heads in a
Okay,
vice.
we understand
Yeah,
how
we
people
understand.
went back.
We understand
went
what
out
these
back.
are.
Oh great! Glad I ever stopped because the last part of it's pretty brutal.
Okay, yeah.
The last part says, slowly crush the top and sides of the head together. Eventually, the eyes would pop out, the skull would crack, and the neck would break.
Brutality.
Welcome to the Dumpster Fire podcast. We're talking about the worst ways to die.
That would be horrible.
Ways to die.
These were all done
man,
publicly,
what an
by the way.
old Song now.
Yep, little kids will see this.
So all of this was public. So seeing someone get disemboweled and cut
Uncle
into 4
Phil's
pieces,
gone.
that was done publicly. Welcome to the
At
Dumpster
least you're
Fire.
gonna get
Please
let
fuck
down
off.
easy
Man,
around
Dumb
here.
Ways to Die was in 2013.
Oof. Remember the app?
Oh
There
my
are
God.
2 games.
Wait, the
Yeah,
two
two,
games.
two.
There was also like a bunch of songs.
Yeah.
Was it
There was only 2 songs, I believe.
was it
No,
only
it's
two?
just the one.
Ha!
Was it just the one?
Just one song.
And then they
2
made
games.
the second game, which was actually not that bad.
Beheading was actually the most
It was,
deemed the most honorable and least painful way to die to be executed in the Middle Ages.
You wouldn't feel it.
But it was the most honorable.
Oh, you had nerves in
Really?
your neck. You would feel it.
Yeah, for a minute.
30 seconds. But still, that'd be horrible.
Hmm. But it was considered honorable,
Oh,
so
it's
whatever.
so cool. Sitting in a
Behead.
pub with
Hi,
no
Mark. Hi, Ron. That hurt.
So that just made me remember. So if you can like still be conscious for about 30 seconds after being beheaded, that criminal in Skyrim still got to see a dragon before he died.
Yeah.
That dude, he got to see Alduin right before he died. He's like, oh, these dudes gonna die.
Except for me.
Now you fucked up.
You know, maybe with one more man in the squad, we could have won.
Yeah.
That's a reference.
Wake up. You woke up from a bad dream, and now you got caught by the Imperial Guard and moved to the Senate to get beheaded.
People also ask for, is hanging still illegal or still legal?
Is
That's
it?
No.
Oh.
Is the electric chair still used? What is the first form of execution? Which was
Lethal injection, isn't it?
nope.
The
No.
first?
No, the very first. First one was.
Getting stabbed in the fucking face.
William the
Guilty.
Conqueror will not be allowed person to be hanged
No,
except in
no,
case
no,
of
no.
murder.
In the
You're in
court.
trial.
No, listen, hold on.
Some random guy walks up with a screwdriver.
Not guilty. Carl said not guilty. Oh shit.
I heard guilty. I'm sorry.
I heard the
Hold
word
on.
guilty.
I
I
said
said.
guilty of murder.
I guess I'm just gonna have to execute myself. No, you're okay. You're not guilty. I heard guilty.
It says.
God damn, dark humor.
Jesus, I can't find one.
Luckily, no one's still around
This firing
watching
squad
this.
still.
Yeah, no one's around anymore, so it's fine.
Yeah.
9.
That doesn't mean we still get to say whatever we want.
Yeah,
Jesus.
we can say
Oh.
whatever we want.
Oklahoma still uses firing squads.
So does
Hey, I
Utah.
want to go. I want to get the death penalty.
Yeah, because it says Idaho banned execution
you
by
wanna-
firing squad in
if you wanna
2009,
end this
temporarily
real quick,
leaving
let's go to
Oklahoma as the only state in the
Oklahoma.
union utilizing this method of execution and
But
only
that's where
as a
Dick-
secondary
Dick
method.
Marty's going.
Reluctant by drug companies to see their drugs used to kill people has led to a shortage of commonly used lethal injection drugs. So, literally, in those states, they will prefer to do shooting, shot to death, rather than.
When they shoot you,
Bullets are plentiful. Drugs aren't.
when they shoot you,
You're blindfolded. And tied
where
to
are
a
you
stick.
shot?
Head.
Good.
I think.
I'd rather not get shot in
It
the
depends
back.
on rare cases. There's rare cases where it's like they'll shoot you in the heart, which obviously will kill you, but it'll take some time.
Immediately.
No, I mean, no. It
Not
can
immediately,
kill,
but it
can
does.
Kill, it can kill you immediately.
If they hit the sweet spot.
The head's more nice.
Yeah, the head.
Why
you
do
won't-
people also search for Florida shit? What the fuck? Just
Florida
death.
man.
Yeah.
Florida man's a crazy man.
Florida
Which
man?
country executes the most? Guess which one it is?
America.
China.
Really?
Yeah,
Ah.
China is the world's most active
Communist.
death penalty country, executing more people than the rest of the world combined. In Iran and Saudi Arabia, the numbers of executions are also very high.
Well, in Iran and Saudi Arabia, it's just being stoned to death.
And bam, we're blocked in China if we weren't already.
Thank fuck.
YouTube's banned in China, so we're good.
Right.
A lot of things are banned there.
We walk in the
China, no
we walk in the
internet, no
we
internet
walk
in
into China. Oh, we heard what you say.
Yeah.
You're next.
We're now banned in China. Thank you.
Oh,
Oh no, we're dead
and-
once we step foot in
Right.
China.
Thank you for today's sponsor, NordVPN.
China. Thank you.
China.
Brought to you by China.
No, there's gonna be a huge spike in VPNs with Article 13/17 being
Oh,
done
yeah.
now.
Yeah.
What's that?
That's the US or is that EU?
EU.
Oh, that's
What's that
EU.
about?
That's fucking.
But other countries may follow suit, so it's still a really bad
I
thing.
really don't. It's like it's banning. What was it? You probably know more about this than I do.
I actually don't. I used to know like
I
really
used
What's it
to
called
well
again?
what it was.
Article
Article
13?
13. Yeah.
I think
I
it's
searched
like
up 14.
I'm pretty much
Nice job.
it's like really strict copyright enforcement on the internet.
Like
Lawsuit
just,
level.
it determines the word parody as like has to be making direct fun of the source material.
Like it's incredibly strict copyright enforcement at lawsuit level, so livelihoods are in danger here.
The European Union Directive on Copyright is the digital single market. To use its full name requires the likes of YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter to take more responsibility for copyrighted material.
I
For
think they're already
being
doing
illegally
I think they're
shared
doing a really good
in
job
their-
already.
on their platforms.
One more thing on the China and the execution thing is that not until recent years they were all using firing squads. So we're talking like the last 5 years is when they finally adapted lethal injections
Oh wow,
as a so on, but they mainly still use firing squad.
that's simpler. It's easier.
So what does it mean? Boiled down, all this article is saying that any websites that host large amounts of user-generated content are responsible for taking down that content if it infringes on copyright. If you get claimed, you're gonna either take it down or you're gonna fight for your life.
You know what? That's there. It's even going harder than that with the UK. Like not the UK, the EU. I'm like, you have copyright material, immediately strike, and immediately video gets taken down without any argument.
Yep, you can't say anything.
I mean, my channel would be fucking down already. So it's based in the
You
EU.
get a good old
I
slap.
have so many.
Someone will
claims.
walk over to your house. Is no home? Yes, please room here.
It doesn't
and
make
walk
sense.
up.
I'm like, if it's not monetized, who cares?
You're not making money off of it, so what's the harm?
I mean, like, really, yeah.
Doing it for the fans.
But I mean, like, if it's
Not for the
music or
money.
something, that's fine. But because you can get music everywhere on YouTube from like Vivo and that shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, if it's like a movie or some shit, I get that. Or like TV shows, like with the 24
Where
hour
people
streams
spent
of,
money on that to make it
Yeah, and, like you have to like pay money to watch it. Yeah, it's not right.
because people spent hours and days of their life
Months,
to
years.
make it. Yeah.
It's fucking stupid.
T-series.
But oh god. But T-Series is partnered totally.
Yeah,
so
I
it's
guess.
1 million people died making the Great Wall of China.
fine. Oh really?
Yeah, 1
You
million
know
people.
what's inside the walls?
That was
Them.
Bodies.
That was a great segue.
Yeah. Is he looking at China dead shit? Dead
Yeah,
shit China.
China. Fuck
Dead
yourself.
shit, China.
no, dead shit in China. China, please.
There
do
are
not
as
send
many
it.
as 400,000
Dead
people
shit in China.
in those walls.
Him.
That
He
one,
keeps doing that. It's definitely
the one that
him.
looks like Winnie the Pooh.
You.
Juden.
Oh my god.
Get that out
And
of here.
in Germany.
I just said Jews. We're
Oh,
also,
but yeah,
we're also
what
talking,
Austin
we're also
said.
talking about dead people too.
I mean, it's fine.
I'm explaining how the death penalty works in China very simply. You. I don't like you.
Your accent's squinty enough.
You.
No babies when they're born.
Definitely you, spawn kill.
Girl.
Spawn kill the maternity.
Girl.
No. That means your spawn came in the maternity ward.
Yeah, no. Do you call abortion doctors spawn killers? They're spawn campers.
Oh my. Now we're just banned.
In general.
YouTube. Okay, yeah, now this is far enough.
Chill that a little bit.
Hey yo, let's calm down.
Dude, I'd have this manually reviewed just so someone at YouTube has to sit through all of it.
So
This is why we have to keep going on for like 5 hours. So they have to watch you all of it just so they can find the one clip
At the
of
very end,
He-Man laughing and
Report it
running.
so someone has to manually watch the whole thing.
just so we can bring up that view
Yeah,
count.
here, I'll make an alt and do that just so one person on YouTube has to sit there.
What the fuck are these kids talking about?
They get to He-Man laughing and running.
Skeletor.
Oh my god.
He-Man!
Yeah.
Anyways, back to the Wall of China.
It's long.
yeah, it
It's
took.
not that tall, but it's
It was
long.
took it. I looked up something. It says between 200
Not that girthy,
2,000 years to make.
but it's got length.
Not that
It's
girthy.
not girthy, but it's length.
Yeah, of course it's not girthy, it's a wall.
Walls can be girthy.
Really?
Have you seen Chumps?
Yeah, no.
Chumps has got
It
girth
took.
and length.
It did take.
Yay.
It did take 200 years to build a wall.
Yeah.
With bodies.
Don't tell Trump.
Only 400,000 bodies are in there.
Only 400,000.
It's not that
You can always
bad.
add more.
That's
Yeah.
like more than the population. Of
Well, it's not like
fucking-
no.
of
It's
the,
not like they were buried.
Luxembourg.
Maritimes.
No,
It's more population than there is in fucking
like
Manitoba.
what Kaedyn said about the fact of how many were buried in them. They were like buried, as in like the tombstones. They are literally a part of the wall.
Exactly.
Like
they
they are
died drug
inside those
deprivation,
bricks.
Yeah. The bricks are made out of people.
When they
Jones comes back.
I want to say this, but this is too bad. It's just like one section all
Frogs!
turns to
No,
meat
ship
and it
all
just
the- ship all
flops
the
over.
humans to China.
No, have you guys seen?
Yeah, it's Alex Jones hacking the mainframe.
And now we're banned again for bringing up Alex Jones.
Article
No, we're banned on
13.
Facebook. Facebook's not allowing us on there, or Twitter. But you guys, have you guys seen 300?
I haven't. I actually haven't seen
Yeah.
that movie.
Remember that one part when they built the fucking wall of the dead bodies?
They built the wall.
It's
with
just,
the dead
it's
bodies.
just that, but it's the Great Wall of China.
It's that, but they put one layer of brick in front of it.
One layer of bricks and then bodies.
Oh my fucking
You
god!
can see inside Warren.
The Great Wall of China is like roughly 5,000 miles. So in order to walk it, so if you were to walk from one end to the other
you
end,
can't, though, because parts of it are destroyed.
No. if you were able to walk from one end to the other end, would take you 18 fucking months. 18 months.
It's a year and a half.
Hmm? Just to
Really?
walk.
You guys want to go on a trip?
Yeah. Because I
Yeah,
want to
okay.
walk the
It's
Great
like
a road trip.
Hey, no, guess what?
It's
I'm
It's
not
our favorite
fucking carrying
rocket
you.
ship.
I'm zooming through the sky. I mean,
Red
like,
line signs.
Wait.
it would be a
Hold up.
nice walk.
No,
I mean, you see a lot of
Lose
shit.
some weight.
no,
You would a lot.
You die.
no. So here's
You never get any food.
this is something stupid on the like people also search for the Great Wall of China. It's not even anything serious like a question. It's like, did the Great Wall of China?
What?
What the? What? No,
Did it-
look.
Did it
Did
exist?
the Great Wall of China?
Did the Great Wall?
What the
Who
fuck?
knows?
Come on.
Did it exist?
The Great Wall of China is a
Is it
series of
real?
fucking
Did it?
bullshit.
Did the Great Wall?
Did the Great Wall of
no.
China work?
Was it great? Why is Great Wall so great?
Life's greatest mysteries.
I see what
although-
you did there. Great
Although,
Wall, great mystery.
That's not what I
No.
meant.
although a useful deterrent against raids, at several points throughout its history, the Great Wall of China failed to stop its enemies,
Climbed over the wall.
including in 1644 when the Manchu king marched through the gates.
Walk up to the wall, open up. Okay.
Knock knock. Alright.
Otherwise, like a crane.
Yeah,
to
yeah.
open up the
Yeah.
gate.
Slightly open the gates. You just see people like dropping their swords to the floor.
Sorry
crawl
guys,
through.
gate's broken, you gotta crawl.
Oh.
Not again. Yeah, like,
No, that's the
their
greatest
horses
trap
on
ever.
their
They
sides.
slightly open the gate. There's men with pikes sitting at the other end. They start crawling through.
Keep crawling, because you have to keep pulling them out through because they keep the facade.
Yeah, they stab someone like under them, pulls them in. Why is there blood smeared all over the floor? Don't worry about it.
It was the women in front.
Oh my God.
That's how
Let us pray, women.
now all women hate us. So we're banned in China, banned in Germany.
It's
all
the
women hate us.
It's the dumpster fire.
That goes.
Our new motto is banned everywhere. Let's all
No,
agree. New motto is banned
you
everywhere.
get famous, people will look back in your history, find these podcasts.
Oh god.
So what you said in your third
Yeah,
podcast, huh?
you mean our history. This is our history.
Our history.
No relation. Calling it now. No relation to me.
Hey,
I wasn't
bro,
part
you're
of
in the
this.
description.
I don't care.
I will put your fucking last name.
Put his Discord username in there.
I will put his username.
Don't put my Discord username because I'm gonna get tons of
No, I will
shit
put
sent
your
my way.
Discord.
People
number.
in the server.
Noah doesn't know
No,
my
you
YouTube
don't.
channel,
You're
so
gonna
he
get
can't
tons
do
of
shit.
shit.
For me.
I'll put fucking Josh's YouTube channel.
Put,
Oh my god.
Uncle's in
so
there.
mean.
Put Daniel's in there. You know what Daniel's username is?
No.
Shrek hates
Oh yeah, that's what. Banned in Germany again.
No, we're banned.
No,
Or Adams,
Put
no,
child
not
predator.
Sosi.
Put Child Predator 48 up there. He's already hated.
Everyone hates him.
Put Emo Tranny in there.
And
And
now
goodbye,
we're-
Japan!
By the way, I changed my name back to Emo Tranny.
Alright, well, I think we should call this.
No.
Alright.
Are you not having fun?
I mean, we've been going on for like we're getting close to 2
Put
hours.
Gargamel up
Who
in here.
gives a shit?
Mm-hmm. We've kind of run our course of topics almost. We're kind of grasping
Hey,
at
Noah.
straws.
Well, this is tangents now.
How's that 9/11 project going?
I love project.
Excuse
Yeah.
me. What?
I don't know. I asked somebody that randomly.
Oh yes, the project, the plans.
Ah, yes.
Hold on.
Hold on.
FBI's knocking on the door. No, I
Yeah,
have,
no-
I have no clue.
The FBI has no jurisdictions
I
here.
was about to say we're banned from the FBI office, but we
I'm
are.
pretty sure we already are.
And they're investigating us right now, probably.
Yeah, they're investigating me, searching up Skeletor Laugh and posting the link in your.
I just realized that the way you have your coins here, it looks like a cross.
Okay.
Holy Land.
I
Good
forgot
job.
that those were even my coins.
You fucking yoink.
No, don't be a Jew.
And back to
Banned-
back to the anti-Semitism.
Banned in Germany, banned in Israel. No, now we're banned in Palestine for saying Israel.
Where else are we banned from
And
now?
now we're doubly banned in Israel for saying Palestine.
We're banned from like most of like I was like most of Eastern area.
Yeah, let's get banned in the Russia.
Banned in the Russia.
Crimea belongs to Ukraine. There we go. Now we're banned in Russia.
Where else can we ban ourselves from?
I actually kind of want to talk about the Chernobyl disaster.
Gay ban.
Why?
Gay ban.
Why did you just pull that up?
It's Gabe and Newell. Gay ban.
Why?
Because that's what we are.
Gay band?
From the gays. Hey, here's my. You're laughing.
But
Oh my
You don't get banned in France?
Because
Oh.
it said gay.
surrender.
Well, we're banned in Russia from that too.
No, Noah, surrender.
Now you're especially banned. You're out of here.
Goes to Quebec.
Acid
Immediately.
acid attack. There goes Britain. All right, what's next?
Yeah.
Acid attacks and stabbings.
Oh yeah. Did you know that there was someone in the UK, one of the Parliament people, they won the government officials.
Parliament people.
They
The
won
people who work in there.
every knife sold, like kitchen knife, butter knife, that
Kitchen gun.
stuff, kitchen knife, that kind of knife. All those, every knife can have a GPS tracker in it
Why?
to track stabbings.
Hmm.
For some reason, putting a fucking GPS can help deter stabbings.
28 stab wounds.
Oh my god.
by 10,443.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I'm confused.
If you go by GPS can have programs to have numbers. So if you number
Yes.
if you
Coordinates.
if you number off knives, then there you go. You can find the number of a knife.
Congratulations.
That's what they would do. Yes.
Yes.
Welcome to being fucking here.
They would just have literally the entire map.
It's called a,
full of
it's
blips.
called
Yeah.
it's called a serial number.
Hold on.
Hmm.
There's millions of blips. There's millions of knives in our country. We must crack down.
Yeah.
Every house is rated for all the knives. Even the fucking butter knives. No, use a fucking spork.
Use your finger. Just dip your finger in and
It's like
spread it along.
margarine. Like you put your finger and you pull it out, nothing on there.
Happy birthday! Let me cut your cake.
You have to do a scooping technique.
Karate chop.
It's an ice cream cake. It's that hard chocolate that you can't get.
Pizza cutters, they're too sharp.
It's burning my
It's a
hand.
circular knife.
Just get a broken
You
piece of
mentioned
steel.
circles. That reminded me. Last night, me and Noah were talking at Wayside, the old Canadian Joe
Gazebo.
Wayside, and the principal having this grudge against circular things, so we made everything square.
Circle.
Oh yeah, I remember that episode.
Oh, we were talking about this today down at the pier.
Oh my god.
Yes, I referred to it as a pier.
A gazebo.
It's not
A gazebo, yes.
There was a gazebo there.
There was a gazebo.
Oh, I love gazebos.
Yep.
Ever since that episode.
So does TLC. That H3 episode is one of the recent ones. I can't remember the name, but there's a joke about gazebos in it and how TLC just loves them. It's pretty good.
I don't like TLC.
I don't
Gazebo.
either. How else can we get banned? Where else can we get banned? What's left?
Let's try for here.
Greece. Poor. Done.
No, I know how we get banned in Canada. Being transgender is bad.
AIDS.
The country that's run by the cock.
Oh my god. Yeah, we're just one after the other. We're just taking. I realize I probably should get closer to the mic.
No, I can't hear you. But I mean,
Like we're just taking out these countries one by one where we can get banned.
What do you mean we're taking out these countries? That one's mine.
I was about to say North Korea, but we're already banned. there.
Everyone's banned in
Everyone's banned.
no, legally we could go to Korea. You guys want to go to a gulag? And one giant gulag.
Now you got it legitimately banned.
Actually, no, yeah, now we got really banned. There was one YouTuber actually who went to North Korea.
Who went to the? I thought you were gonna say who went to Gulag.
No, he went to North Korea and he vlogged all of it. Okay.
Oh,
And so he went on like a state tour, and they showed him all of the good stuff, everything that helped was good, all of the smiling families, all of the fake food in the grocery stores, all that stuff. And then he was fucking, when he got back to the States, he literally had to only talk good stuff about North Korea.
yeah.
Because he could have been fucking killed.
Yeah.
Jeez, yeah.
There was somebody who went on a tour of flipping off national monuments. He flipped off one somewhere in Europe, somewhere in the eastern side.
Oh no.
And
Gulag.
now he is no longer allowed to leave the country, and he is forcefully under 24-hour 24/7
In
surveillance.
that country?
Yeah, in that country, he is not allowed to leave it. Otherwise, he will be targeted for treason or terrorism or some shit.
By
And then
flipping
killed.
stuff off.
So he doesn't have access to any social media.
Wait, so this is not the country that he lives in?
He's Asian,
Foreign country.
but it's a no,
You need to
it's
say this fucking
it's
country
I think it's an
involved
Asian country, but he still gets his
in it. Well,
art
like
out.
Kazakhstan or something.
No, but he
Uzbekistan.
has art and stuff that he still gets out. So
Help me.
Written somewhere.
yeah, but no, he's not allowed out at all.
That would be horrible.
Like they destroyed his passports. Now he only has that, so he's now stuck there, and they won't allow him to make another one.
God, that's when you get the fucking.
That's when you end it all.
No, but here's the other thing. Here's the
Here's
other
the
thing.
UN involved.
Yeah.
They even have a tracker on him.
Really?
Yeah. So
I'm
even
assuming
if so,
ankle I'm
no.
assuming an ankle bracelet.
yeah, no.
Yeah, like
he
leave
found
a man
they
to-
tried
leave,
ankle
leave a man
bracelets
to do
or
a
whatever.
man's job. At
I think
night.
it's an ankle bracelet. I don't remember if it was that or something else. But it's if he tries to leave, he's dead.
Jeez.
Yeah. It's
Just for flipping off some statues.
no, it wasn't even a statue. It was a fucking national monument.
What do you mean not national monument? Like a fucking
A
building?
what? Yeah.
Hmm?
A plaque?
Like he went, like he flipped off the
grave.
White House. He flipped off like that type of shit.
Yeah.
I could probably see why.
Iconic buildings.
Yeah, iconic
Flips off the
buildings.
Kremlin. You log.
Ha!
Yeah.
Fuck you, Putin.
It's a building that has like.
Oh, now we're
Banned
done
in
in
Russia
Russia.
third time.
No, it's a building that has like a sort of like
Yeah.
roof that
Putin
kind of goes
watches
like
this?
this in a way.
Oh, I love Putin.
I do actually really like Putin.
Yeah, Putin's a cool
He's alright.
Yeah, he's cool.
I mean, like, he is a fucking dictator, but it's fine. He's fine. He's an
Banned for the fourth time.
elected dictator.
Banned for the fifth time.
Oh, God.
I elected.
What do you mean he's not a leader?
Banned for the sixth time. We're just racking up
What are you
points.
talking about? He's nothing.
7.
Seven, yeah.
Just
we're
gonna rack it up,
we're
man.
Just, we're just keep on going.
God.
What other countries are
We
banning
already banned
ourselves?
Um,
China, North Korea.
All
South
these
Korea, K-pop
all these things
sucks.
we say against Putin, Kaedyn has stated, not us.
Yeah, Kaedyn said all these things.
We're no,
Kaedyn.
Putin gets onto this. We actually might die.
No,
We're not making money.
only you. It's fine.
Fuck off.
Yeah, you're the one saying stuff.
I said I love Putin.
I like Putin too.
I mean,
I said
like,
I elected him.
I don't have a problem with him.
It was my choice.
I remember seeing a meme where it was who would win, Vladimir Putin or Vladimir Putin.
Vladimir
I saw
Putin or
this one video by
Vladimir
the Onion.
Putin.
This one video by the Onion is like Vladimir Putin learns about assassination attempt from Vladimir Putin attempted by Vladimir Putin.
So suicide.
and it kept going off like, oh,
Is that
state
meme where that
attorney
guy's
Vladimir
just standing there and the same guy
Oh,
behind
yeah.
the gun? Installing,
State attorney Vladimir
uninstalling.
Putin has informed Vladimir Putin about an assassination attempt by would-be assassin Vladimir Putin. It's really funny. Yeah, the Onion. The Onion has a lot of funny articles.
Yeah.
A lot of bullshit too.
Guys,
Let's see. We're not.
What's this?
guys want to talk
Vladimir
about?
That's by Vladimir Putin.
All right. When should we wrap this up? 2 hours? Because we've hit 2 hours by now.
You guys want to talk a bit
I
about
think-
Chernobyl?
Not really.
No.
There's not much to talk about.
There's not much left.
There's not much left.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we should quiet down a bit. It's on like 2 a.m. now.
No.
We are banned in
In Ukraine? Alright. Yeah, Chernobyl. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
there's nothing
second
left.
Best place to be.
Hmm.
Especially,
can we get?
Best
banned?
place to be.
Oh yeah,
especially
we're banned in Poland.
1984.
I'm sure we're banned in Poland. Yeah, exactly. From some of that stuff we mentioned.
Yeah, I haven't even said it. You just pulled it out when I said you.
Where else could we possibly get banned? We could try India or Africa.
I already said that.
We're not
I already got us banned there.
We're not banned in Japan, I don't think.
Dude, I already got us banned from a
We
couple of
said
those
something
Middle
about
Eastern
Japan
places.
that might have.
He mentioned K-pop for South Korea.
AIDS.
We're not bringing up Count Dankula
So I
here.
already got India.
AIDS.
Thank you,
Oh,
Noah.
man.
Here. In case we weren't banned in India, tech support done. Next.
Hi,
What
this
about
is
tech
Kyle
support?
from the IRS.
Let's see. What can we do to get banned in Japan?
Hello,
Yeah,
this is
Japan.
Michael White.
Michael White.
He's
He's like reading us off a piece of paper.
the Internal Revenue Service.
Right, so what you need to do is you need to hit the Windows key and then R. Can you do that for me, sir? Right, now you need to type in C as...
Dablu.
Right, now you type in C as in Charlie, M as in Michael, and D as in Derek. Can you do that for me, sir? C, M, D. Oh my god. Oh no, Noah's going Oh, Noah's doing it.
C as in Carl.
Yeah.
M as in Michael.
And
D as in Derek. Can you do that for me, sir?
Hit the end. Have you done that, sir? Hit the enter key when you have done.
How the fuck does that
Back
work?
to the-
Right.
Sir, are you there?
Right,
Do
sir,
you see
sir.
a black screen,
Yeah,
sir?
Do you see a black window on your screen, sir?
Yes.
Right,
It's very
so-
scary.
Alright,
It's
so,
green.
alright, so what you need to do is type in D as in Derek, I as in impatient. R as in
Reginald.
relative.
Reginald.
Reginald, yes.
Ricardo.
Richard.
Then hit / that's the one by the question mark. And
What is
then
the question mark?
The one from bottom left to top right.
right, and then you hit S as in snake. Right. Do you have D I
This is
R
a snack or snake?
snake?
Not snack snake.
Right. So, sir, do you have DIR/S?
Yes.
Right. Now hit the enter key for me, sir. These are all the arrows. These are all the arrows with your computer.
My ass is a computer running.
Right.
That's a lot of arrows.
See, so this command, what it does is it gives it accesses your mother sheet. All right. So there's the
My
motherboard.
mother shit.
Mother sheet.
My mother shit.
So the
Why is Spotify an error?
so what it is
And how
is
come it's in my C drive?
right. So
C drive under
so
users, under
the
me,
mother-
under my app
so
data,
there's the
under vocal,
motherboard,
under Spotify, under
and then-
data, under 04.
Sir, let me finish.
Sir, I think you're scamming me here.
No.
There's
Sir,
a lot of
sir,
No scam. No scam.
There's a lot of errors in
there's
Spotify.
see, no,
No scam. No scam, sir.
Sir, trust me. I am trying to help you. So
Sir, I think you're a dumb Indian.
That's not a thing you say to them.
banned twice.
Oh my god.
Calls an IRS scam, sir. I think you're a dumb Indian. Whoa.
Oh my
Hold on
No.
a second. Why is it Roblox? I saw Roblox. There it is.
Noah,
Alright.
you need to rethink something.
Alright, but when are we ending this? That would be nice.
Oh, we
to
need to
know.
get banned in Japan somehow.
Hentai is garbage.
That's not a way.
And that's not a strongly based opinion.
What?
Timmy, you
What would be a way to get banned there? I can't think of anything right now.
Free speech.
I stepped on your flowers.
Oh yeah, just any crime.
Free speech.
Oh my god.
Hiroshima was an inside job.
Oh, look, a dead person.
What'd you say?
Hiroshima was an inside job.
There we go. Now we're banned. Oh yeah, that meme about Japan reaches its hottest
Yeah.
temperature in years. X'd it out. Hey, why are you guys whispering? That's suspicious.
Let's see.
What you whispering? Hmm. What you whispering for? Is it about me? I have a feeling it's about me. Austin, is it about me?
No, it isn't about you.
It's about Japan.
Well, let me hear it then. Well, now I'm really suspicious.
We can't say it. It's too bad.
I
No,
did.
but I need
Not
to.
Logan
know what I
Paul.
heard, Timmy?
I need to know what it
About
is.
Logan Paul.
I can't be
repeat it
left
to me
out.
again.
What did
more
Logan
clearly.
Paul do in Japan?
There, yeah, there it is. There, yeah, there's the ban.
Oh, look, a dead person.
There's the ban.
Logan Paul in 1945.
Look at it.
Look at that.
Oh, look.
Hey, we should try and get. You know where?
Oh look, there's a. Oh,
You know where
another-
else we should
another
try and
one,
get
another
banned?
one.
Vietnam.
Another one bites the dust.
How can we get banned in America?
You ain't true redneck till you
Free
dodge
speech.
more teeth than you laugh.
Free speech.
You have an orange man as president.
Yes.
No, has something, but he's eating. We gotta
Yeah,
get.
that's-
we gotta
that's-
get a drum roll. Yeah, and that's the end of the stream.